No, because we're not audible.
Okay, so we're fake live. Fake live! Fake live!
But not with the starting screen, which is why people are confused.
We're live and we're fake.
Whoa! What's up, people?
Hey there, squishies!
Yeah,
I am putting all the fire on Ace. This is the day that Ace gets every fire available to him.
Every fire? That's crazy. For people who don't know, because they're not patrons, we've opened gifts from people, and one of the gifts was a amazing Ace action figure.
The special color edition.
Hey, we didn't decide what we're drawing today.
Can I choose?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna go look. You should see how fire-filled he is.
Hey, thank you, KPC 51. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay, Ace, you hold on there. I know you're pretty fiery, but you got this. I'm going to choose our picture of the day.
Create in a swimsuit. I'm going to say no to that. Hey, while you're picking, I'm going to give everyone an announcement. This is a hype train incoming. Red Potato, thank you for subbing for 15 fucking months. What the hell? Dr. Jack was just dunking on someone in stream last night for subbing for 12 months when Jack subbed for 13. Red Potato's 2 whole months ahead of Jack.
That's crazy. That means he's been subbing almost the entire time we've been humaning.
Jack, I'd call that dunking, what happened last night. Unless that was someone else and I'm putting their sins on you. But I think it was you. Oh, that was genuine? Okay. Okay, it was genuine. It came across as like a funny nudge, but I guess it was just a genuine impressed. Okay, never mind. The Reputator, you don't have permission to dunk on Jack. The stream's going to be somewhat bittersweet. Yeah.
It makes me feel Dr. Jack would be genuine about something.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It checks out.
I think it's very funny for me to pretend that everything about Dr. Jack is representative of Switzerland, because everything I get about Dr. Jack's vibe is that he is not like a typical cut through median voter kind of guy who represents his country in any way that is like that he is the stereotypical embodiment. Oh my god, speaking of crazy amount of months, Roxanne 1314 for 14 months in a row. Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't worry, the start was nothing, Roxanne. You missed nothing. We
missed nothing.
While Mama's picking what we'll draw today, I'm gonna say I think I can less than I used to be able to leave Canada. The reason why is Tim Hortons coffee. Thank you, Ozzy Lellowen, for subbing. Oh, gifting a sub, sorry, to Valerian. So there's a reason
Ozzy has gifted more subs than anyone, in my opinion.
That is true. Ozzy Lellowen is our gift champion. So hear me out, right? The reason I can less leave Canada than I used to, I like a morning caffeine, and Tim Hortons used to have the best coffee in Canada, and then all of a sudden McDonald's was way better. And from what I can tell is because McDonald's bought a large share of the plantations that were growing their coffee beans for Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons gave theirs up.
Okay. Now Tim Hortons has stabilized, and I think they're about equal. I think McDonald's and Tim Hortons are about equal now again, right? For coffee.
Yeah.
However, out of nowhere one day I decided to get steep tea. And Tim Hortons I love over steep tea. Tim Hortons steeps tea all day, so they have these big pots of steep tea going. Yeah, and it's a custom orange pico mix that has some extra herbs in it to make it taste better. And orange pico is nowhere near as good as a Tim Hortons steep tea. Like, it is even close, even though they don't add that much. Whatever they add fucking changes it. I don't think I can live somewhere that doesn't have a Tim Hortons anymore, which basically means my 2 choices of where I can move are, if I wanted to leave Canada, are like New England, the northern Midwest, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't, with how things are going, plan on moving to the US, or Ireland, which apparently has Tim Hortons and think they're the only one because no other European country has them. Yeah,
Ireland?
I don't know why Ireland has Tim Hortons, and I was talking to an Irish person once, and they were like, oh yeah, I have a coffee place I go to, but it is online, but I'm imagining their accent, but you probably wouldn't know of it because it's no one else has them. It's called Tim Hortons. And I was like, are you fucking me? What the fuck? You don't think the Canadian knows about Tim Hortons? Why do you have it? And when I looked into it, the only European country that has Tim Hortons. So the only other country I could move to and get my steep tea, which is a custom orange pico that's so much better than normal orange pico, is fucking Ireland.
I'm very uncomfortable with that. With Ireland thinking that Tim Hortons is their...
What?
You know what? Actually, no.
Game
I'm
Portal,
happy.
I think
Fuck
my Irish
Ireland.
accent is not racist. What it is bad. Racist would be if I was using it for a stereotype.
He can't be racist. He has a little Irish in him.
That's not how that works.
It's exactly how it works.
Like,
that's all you need to do.
Like, do I think it's okay to do a bad Chinese accent? Not necessarily, but if you're just trying to do the accent of a guy you were talking to, I think that's not necessarily racist as much as it is maybe the bad idea. I think if I was using my Irish accent to make fun of the Irish, it would be racist.
No, I already told you how it works. Okay. Hear me. Hear me now and believe me forever, okay?
Yeah.
I want the sun when he comes out and has all the things around him with the balls that are planets that are the original 10 strong rules.
Okay, what the fuck? What chapter is this?
Let's say that it's chapter 224. Also, why does Roxanne think that we stopped at 225 when the thing on
Dude, what? No.
On the display said we stopped at 231?
You read all the way?
I read to 230.
Yeah, I read to 220, dude. Remember, our plan was we were going to read just to 220 and then live read the rest after talking about 220 because everyone wanted our live reactions.
Listen, I tried to get a hold of you and I couldn't, so I went to
the
thing and
you
it
couldn't?
said...
I've said this so many times.
No, I didn't. Why did it say 230?
Because that's for everybody else. Like, our live read was up to 220 and then we were going to do the rest live.
I know so much more than you.
You know so much more than me. I only read up to 220. It was amazing. It was such a good ending. I was like, damn, what a great choice everyone made. The sub bet is over. Yeah, I have to give subs because we made a bet way back.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Subs to my own chat, guys.
I'm gonna genie the shit out of you today.
Guys, I don't know how to gift subs to my own chat. Where do I go?
Okay. If you're gonna...
What do I do now?
Listen to me very carefully.
Can you pick something from before 221?
Oh, fuck. Everything before 221 is boring.
What?
In comparison?
I don't know what happens after. We had a dance competition. We recruited Unchaste. We adopted.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I've made a choice.
Fucking yeah.
Go to 219, page 19.
All right. Let me see. I'm
so excited for you, Drawk. What a big day. I didn't read all the chapters. I left 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good
kid.
I don't know. How the fuck do I gift subs to my own chat is where I'm at. All right.
I don't know.
Check my DMs. No. That's not what my page looks like.
Here.
I have to, although, yeah, if you're gifting, okay.
Here, I just did it. I gave 5 subs.
We did it. We promised we would gift 5 subs if we read ahead. This is so funny. We are in very different boats all of a sudden. So I think what has to happen now for this to work, genuinely what has to happen is that we have to start with the live read and talk about all of it at once. I'm going to change the description in the corner.
I am now number 1.
Oh man, you're the number 1 gifter today. Holy shit. You've usurped Lelowin. Okay.
I usurped Ozzy, which is whoever.
Yeah,
whoever does
Ozzy
that.
Lelowin.
Oh, is that what it is? I just call them Ozzy.
Yeah, well, the name has 2 parts. I call them Ozzy Lelowin. It's most of them I shorten, the people we talk to often.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Ozzy. Anyways, I chose the picture. Why aren't we drawing it? It's so good.
Well, because we gotta kind of read, honestly. We were gonna live read as a halfway point, but we need to start with it. Otherwise, we're gonna. And do people? Never mind. Maybe people want the chance for you to be a Jin and hold things over me as we talk about the beginning.
Huzzah! Constipated Genius is right. That sounds great. Go to chapter 219, page
I got
19,
it.
and draw me that.
Draw
Do
you
not
that?
forget Clothy. Oh, Ozzy will have none of it. No, says Ozzy.
Shit,
I will be the
Ozzy's
number
gifting
one
subs.
gift giver.
Ozzy's out here gifting and vengeance. This is
I know so much. I know
okay.
so
Let's
much.
see if you can be
I
as good.
am the
But
genius.
now here is the thing: the one episode we ever did where you got to know things some people didn't because the first half was for anime onlys. I had to stop and catch you because you were going to spoil the anime onlys. So how difficult is it going to be for you to not spoil me on what we're reading in like an hour?
Hey, I can be trusted. I'm a vault.
Is that so? I don't.
You can ask anyone. Do you know how many secrets I have in me? No. Want to know why? Vault.
Sure.
I could destroy the world. Well, I could destroy many people's lives, marriages.
Okay.
Vault. Except for I read ahead because I looked at the thing and it said where to read.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but like,
I was sitting there and trust me, I would have loved to have stopped at 220. I could have watched a movie.
this is such a okay. So we start with the story of recruiting Unchaste. Can I be honest? I love this section, and I don't quite understand how it resulted in recruiting Unchaste.
Can you tell me what page we're on or what chapter we're
It
on?
starts in
I've read
209,
a
it
lot.
goes to like 214 to 213 something.
Jesus, we're going at 209.
That's where we started.
This is such baby stuff.
Look, guys, the part she said doesn't need to be a huge spoiler if I don't think about it, because it could have just been like a representative thing, not the reality. You know, it could have been like it could have been like thinking about him, like hey, we're talking about Sun and the rules, so here's just a shot of him.
Wish we were drawing that.
Yeah, it does feel like they kind of kidnapped her at the end. Like I'll be real, I loved this section, but I don't understand why we consider this to be successfully recruiting Kade or Kururu, whatever. Because like we mostly focus on solving the problem of Fuuko's soul container, and then we're like, and now we're kidnapping this woman, and she no longer works for Soul anymore, I guess.
Ew, how much her father smoked was kind of nasty. I don't think she killed her parents on the plane. Her dad was within days of dying of lung cancer anyway. Like, dude smoked so much. That was a short life about to happen there.
I guess, yeah, she achieved her dream of defeating her rival is what happened, but also like, I don't know, man, Soul did that, not them. They're not the ones who did it.
We're on 209?
Yes.
I just feel like you've skipped some very important things in 209.
What do you okay, you wanna start?
Nah, let's go to 210.
What do you mean? We skipped stuff in 209, so let's go to the I don't know, man. Okay.
We need to have enough time for, Ozzy beat me by 1, you cheeky Ozzy.
Well, skill issue. Sucks to suck, honestly.
Sucks to suck. The Kararu who mama breaking all the hinges. That's me breaking a hinge.
I do love that idea of like, yeah, your power is unhinged, like we said, but it doesn't make you crazy or other people. It just you destroy all hinges.
I destroy anything with a hinge on it.
Yeah, you just walk up to a door and poke it and it just falls over. It's like, well, what's your ability? It's unhinged. And it's like the last person that manifested in was crazy and made people crazy, and everyone's like, wait, that's your okay? That's how you turn all right.
My front door is broken right now. Maybe it is unhinged.
Oh man. Fuuko's
Oof.
Fuuko's mom being clumsy is cute. Her parents are adorable. I love them both.
Yeah, her parents are fine. I wish they didn't smoke.
People
Well,
are
he didn't
people are
smoke.
allowed to smoke. Plus,
I know, I smoked for years. If anyone knows about being allowed to smoke, it's me, but now all I can do is smell him, like, he smells stinky now.
I mean,
Okay. Chapter 210, page 2,
uh-huh.
the walk up of the '90s group,
Yep.
and
Which
the,
this
"We need
this
to
takes
get rid
place
of
in like
these bags," and they
2005,
all
right?
walk up. Pardon?
This takes place in like 2005, right? This section.
I know, but they look like a '90s group. Look at them. I'm wearing a blazer without any shirt underneath.
Yeah, no,
Here's my chest.
it does feel very 90s, but like, oh, it's currently 2015. I thought it was 2005. I misremembered a 10. Well,
Oh, um, 215, and she hasn't been born yet, and she's supposed to be born
well,
when?
yeah, because everyone's time they were born is different this loop, remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was me coughing. Um, yeah, they look like a '90s group, and they look badass, but I expect them to sing, you know what they look like? They look like the band Poison.
Hey, I have a great question for you that comes from
What is it?
things in this loop. Why can't Andy's soul container be broken? Oh wait, you probably know.
I know a lot of things.
Yeah, because here I am being like, wow, a mystery. Andy has a soul vessel that can be used infinitely, that he just gets stronger and stronger, whereas Fuuko's use of her soul vessel is destroying her. He wasn't born, exactly. His soul vessel was created by God because he is Adam. Fucking,
Hey,
yeah, and you know it for sure, for
hey,
reals.
I didn't say anything. Who hey, E-killer, close your yap.
I'm just,
Shut your cake face.
yeah. That's my theory, is that because his soul vessel was made by God instead of mortal parents, it's basically indestructible. Or
Yeah,
maybe made
we
by
don't
soul.
say things to people who haven't read things. Also, Drawk, I don't know. I don't know why things happen. Things happen weird. He doesn't know that, brother. Come on, brother Onion. He's just decimating.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that he wasn't born, but I'm assuming that it's because instead of actual parents, it was either Soul and Luna or different Soul that made his soul vessel. Everyone's ages are all over the
Yeah.
place in this loop. Yeah, that's true.
You gotta be
Guys, no
nice to Drawk.
spoilers.
He reserved himself.
No spoilers, everybody. Sorry for teasing you,
No
Roxanne.
spoilers.
Sorry for teasing
Unlike
you,
Mama
Roxanne.
Drawk,
Spoilers seemed fun to say.
who apparently just read anything she wanted.
That is so
Yeah.
true. Look, we're not
They're
caught
not
up.
caught up. Drawk's
One
not
of
caught
us is
up.
caught up. So for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, the original plan. Look, Roxanne, I'm not teasing you. I typo all the time, but spoilers seemed fun to say. The original plan was to stop at 220, and then we would live read the rest of it. And Mama just forgot that and read the whole thing. So
No, I didn't read the last 2 chapters.
read all but the last 2 chapters because 2 chapters came out since someone made the chat group name.
Yep. I just couldn't remember how much to read, and then I looked it up and was like, "Oh yeah." And I thought for sure they would have put it in there how much we were supposed to read, all of us.
Yeah, but it was for the name is for everybody else. I think we're supposed to
That's
know.
dumb.
Now
They should have read
we're
with
supposed
us.
to know. We're 2 people, so the infrastructure is built for everyone else, not us.
No, listen. Why I'm saying is it's dumb is the infrastructure people should have also read live with us. It makes it more exciting.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, originally it did say it got changed like last week. Interesting. How much good conversation did you miss? A lot of
None.
what just happened. A lot of us berating each other.
Mostly people just getting mad at me for being such a great reader.
For being such a great reader. That's what we're calling this. That you are a great reader. You read like twice as much as me. That's crazy.
I'm just doing my thing out here. I didn't get to watch a movie, but I got my reading done.
Yeah, you sure did.
Mom is the master of letters. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. You should have just put up to 220 in the chat and we wouldn't
Hey,
be here right
someone
now, but
said
here we are.
someone said they don't know if they can keep up with us doing Berserk earlier, and I just came up with a very funny idea. What if we make our goal to do the cheerful review of Berserk, where we highlight all the positivity and we come in with like a cheerful tone every time?
If we're the lollipop, gumdrop, sprinkles, sparkles, and unicorns of Berserk.
Yeah, we keep up like just like a really positive tone through the entire series.
Can I try it? Hi there, everyone. Today, 5 people had their faces ripped off and 2 people were SA'd. Let's talk about these chapters of Berserk.
So Guts was sent into the endless torment dimension. I think that this is a really valuable learning experience.
I think he's going to come out changed in such a positive way.
I just made that up, but I wouldn't
Okay.
be surprised if there was a moment where he gets sent into the like.
So this time when Guts was sitting by the fire and the fire monster came out and pulled him
an
deep
arcane
inside of
review
it.
would be so fun, but I think I would genuinely need to invite my girlfriend to it because she's such a huge League fan and would love to tell us all
No.
of the secrets. You wouldn't
Nope.
like to have another person in for arcane?
Nope.
Okay, it would have to be
Nope,
just
this-
us, I guess.
nope.
Neither of us know League of Legends is the issue, so we don't know the source material. We have no care for it. All right, Ozzy Lullowit, I'll
Oh, you
listen
have
to
to
you.
delete your art.
Whop, it's gone. It's dead.
Did you just delete everything?
Yeah, it was whatever.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I want to do a close up anyways. I'm not gonna do just their pose. Then I'm just recreating the panel. If I do a close up, it's more my own thing.
Ooh. That's what I wanted is the close up. So there you go. This is way better. I'm much happier. Thank you. Who was it who deleted it? Yay, Ozzy.
Ozzy Lullowit did it. Look. You gotta understand. We're gonna be doing the positive review of Berserk, where we talk about all the positive aspects and we come in with a cheerful tone.
All right.
We're gonna be your lighthouse. We're gonna be a guiding light to take people through the darkness.
We're gonna be like, today on Berserk, you will leave feeling better.
That is absolutely it. Anyways,
right,
I think talking
you
about
ready?
Arcane would be good. It's a good show, but there's a lot of good stuff that we can talk about, and let's get to this. Let's do this.
Is Arcane the one? Oh, Arcane. I have a student who sends me an episode of Arcane every day and begs me to read it. If you're on right now, creepy student who every once in a while comes here, then you might get your way.
Arcane is a very good show. It's also season 2, I think, is some of the most unconventional storytelling I've ever seen, where the story is hyper expedited because all of the connective tissue between the important moments is replaced with music videos. And I'm not joking, and it kind of kicks ass.
Well, I did watch a fight between 2 very good friends recently on it, because just like you, when you were trying to convince me to read One Piece, I'm getting like excerpts and shit.
Yeah, she did just call her student creepy, but that's just how she is. You gotta. Have you seen how she talks about everything? Anyways.
Oh, he will not be upset by that. There is no worries.
Dude, I love the idea of being the cheerful Berserk reviewers. That sounds so funny.
All right. Well, can we first be the people who get through this part so we can get to the exciting part?
Yeah, of course we can. Look how efficient you are.
Oh my lord. Hey, did you see the person who said that we should do our 10-year journey to me reading One Piece?
I did not see that.
It's a good idea because they said do the 10-year journey and then do the moment you fell in love, both of you.
Oh, I have to reply to someone on something important. I'm very sorry. This will be very quick. Okay, now it's done. Sorry. Yeah. All right.
I like it. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I think we should do it. The 10-year journey to convince. It's probably more like 11 or 12.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm 30, so it's definitely like 14. Oh wait, I guess like you started reading it a year and a half ago. So yeah, it's like 12 and a half.
12 and a half. The 12 and a half year journey to convincing me to read One Piece, and then when both of us fell in love with it.
Okay.
I think it's a great one. I think they're not wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a fun idea.
Yeah, especially since we've only ever been like Especially since last time the edits really showed the beautiful journey when you became Southern.
Oh yeah, I bet Lava's gonna make a short out of that.
I hope so.
Now that we have shorts, the other day I was doing a stream where I went on a tear about a magic card that I fucking hate, and
Thank you,
I went,
Ozzy.
oh, I'm gonna get Lav to make a short out of that after I went on my rant.
I like that.
All right.
Okay, are we ready?
I think
We need to move forward.
let me think about it.
Uh-huh. Yeehaw, says Revenge.
Am I ready?
Hey.
So then we fly to
Nope, be quiet. Then here's what happens. He's smoking his butt off, and she comes in and is like, "You're gross." And he's like, "Come on over, Fuuko." Ew, no, don't do it, Fuuko. And then she's like, "You're a big old coward, you big old coward." And that was a good idea of her, since she was going see-through.
Yeah, just get in the way. I love Soul being like, "Wow, I thought she'd be passive," and yeah, that was my hope. And all the other rules are like, "Have you met this bitch? What the fuck's wrong with you?"
I think he thought that she was gonna go in her usual Fuukonian way and just be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna take this slow and kind of build."
No, that's not how she does it in the slightest. She's always incredibly upfront, direct, and blunt. Like
in this life, but she even admitted that she couldn't play it safe, so she even took it a step further.
Yeah, I love Change being like, "You're a dumb bitch." Like, what, you think there's a chance she'll fail? And he was like, "Well, not really, but like, she might."
I think it was really good to see that she actually could sing, since she sang so bad in some of those. But it was just the same thing that we did before with the, like, you make the soup for the taste of the person you're serving it to. That Fuuko did, that seems to have been inherited from her mom. Because you remember when she was like, a thing that you did that used to be so good when you made your soup when I met you, is that each one of your pieces of soup were the delight of the person you gave it to. It wasn't necessarily the best to everyone in the world, but it was made individually. And then Fuuko taught him that. But then we find here that Fuuko's dad is saying that, oh, I've said the word Fuuko's dad, mom, so much, it's starting to make no sense. That Fuuko's mom sings that way, that she sings for the person in front of her and not for a crowd. And so her thoughts and ideas and her voice are trained for the person who's listening.
Yeah.
I mean, I could call them Rada and, is it Cade?
Cade. I think it's Kada? Kade, probably. I don't know.
What if I called them Rada and Cade?
How about we call them Raid and Cade?
What do we call them? What's their couple name then?
Ray, fuck. It can't be Rada or Kada. No!
Yeah, exactly.
Crade.
Crade. It's Crade.
Crade is the couple name.
It's Crade. I'm so excited.
It's Kade.
Okay, well, it's still Crade.
Crade. We're so good at this.
We should do a show. We're so good at this.
Oh man, Fuuko is a fucking maniac, man. I love the bluntness she pulls people into. I love her being like, I love the moment where she's like, "Okay, so we need to get you so good, and we need to get the people behind you so good, right?" And her mom's like, "Sure," and she's like, "All right, move, fucking all right." I teleported you to the Ultra Lab. Are you ready for hyper cool training? That might kill you. And her mom's just like, "Sure."
She literally just dropped her through the floor too. It wasn't even like the kind of thing where they walk through something or fly somewhere. She's just like, floor open, drop, and you're like, wow, that's
I feel like Move is so much more willing to do things for Fuuko. And here's what I've figured. Yeah. This is my theory. You know how we've been talking about how the reason Fuuko's so good at working with people is she understands what they need? Why was it that Move didn't want to get involved sometimes and did other times? It was because Move found some things boring and some things exciting. Every time Fuuko uses move, she makes it interesting and unexpected, which is why I think move seems so much less stubborn to work for her than he did for Juiz.
So you thinking that move is just like, I like your style.
I genuinely think this is Fuuko being Fuuko and getting Move more on her side by being like, I know what you want. You want some fucking crazy shit. You want when I use you for it to be madness. All right, Move.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, because
Also, Fuuko sees Move as a person in a very different way and makes Move feel like seen.
yeah,
Because that's what Fuuko's real talent is making every single person feel seen.
especially Sean.
Yeah, but also Fuuko does that thing like that people don't realize. If you say nice things to people and you tell them, I have so much faith in you because I know what you're capable of and I know that you can do this, that people are like, God damn, okay. Whereas if you are like, you need to do more, blah, 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 that doesn't actually get the best out of someone. They'll give you stuff, but they're not going to give you stuff at the way that Move is giving Fuuko.
Yeah. So I think the reason Move seems less obstinate is genuinely that Fuuko knows Move wants the drama and is like, yeah, you got this. You're amazing. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Let's
agree.
let's bust my mom through the floor and teleport her to my hyper lab so that we can blast aeons of knowledge into her brain.
I also like, I don't know what it is about Soul in this thing. We'll talk, but Soul's annoying me.
Soul, hear me out. Soul was the only Uma created by Luna, right? I think Soul doesn't want to be a bad guy and just feels like he has to because he's an Uma. He strikes me as a guy who's doing his best to be a villain because he's like, yeah, this is my role is to be bad. I'm bad. No, guys, for real, I'm so bad guy. Like, it doesn't feel like his heart's in it, you know?
Ugh, he's got such a creepy face.
So, like, because Sean's name is supposed to be a pun, looking like seen since he's unseen, should it be pronounced as seen? Well, let me say something. I'm not going to take away the pride of every Sean out there, which is that their name is spelled dumb. They love that their name is spelled really dumb, and I'm not going to take that from the Seans of the world.
Hey, not to go back on the Irish, but it's because of the Irish.
Can I just say that I don't know how Welsh happens because I'm figuring it, right? And like the Romans make an alphabet, and everyone else is like, cool, I guess we'll use this. And the way the alphabet it happens over time, people like stick with, right? And then
Yeah.
I don't know how some people look at the alphabet everyone's using and is like, we're gonna use these same characters, and everyone goes, okay, this makes sense so far. Yeah, we're gonna use these same characters, all right, that you're all using. Yeah, yeah. And you know how you've mostly agreed on the noises these all make so that your languages have some level of transparency between them? Yeah, we're gonna throw that out the fucking window. We're just giving these new names, we're making new sounds. Like the way it happened for the Cyrillic languages, from what I understand, was genuinely a mistranslation followed by it developing on its own separately. But from what I can find, that I don't know how that could have happened unless oh wait, I just figured out what happened. It's because the British were terrible and everyone conquered by them wanted to go out of their way to fuck with the British and not be part of their thing. Never mind, I get it now. I,
This moment has been brought
take it
to
back.
you
I
by
take it back.
Drawk talks himself into his own ideas.
Yeah, it's just hatred of the British. And you know what? If you're Irish and you're Welsh, I can understand that. I can respect that choice. I take it all back.
Okay, well
It makes sense
now that you've had your own little critical thinking moment, do you mind if we move into the story a little more?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you.
Where does Sean seep?
The thing on your screen right now looks like robot love.
Look, the printing press standardized the alphabet, true, but it's not like the alphabet didn't have some level of transparent usage before then.
We're doing a show, you and I.
Yeah?
Focus.
I mean, yeah, you're
The
right.
thing on your screen right now looks like robot love.
You chill. This is
I think you
how
should
you
just
draw.
lean into it.
This is how you
Just
do it.
lean into it.
But they're not robots.
Lean into the robot
They're
and
not
just
robots.
make robot love.
That's not what I'm doing.
Make Undead Unluck robot.
That's not what I'm doing.
Rude.
Didn't you love when Fuuko announces that? Sorry, it's way ahead. What do you hate? You hate Soul?
No, I already said I hated Soul. I also hate when Blondie comes up above and is like, "Mm, I'm so amazing. I'm gonna make everyone love me." Ugh. But here's what I hated even more. Where the hell did a goo come from? Why did we suddenly have a goo?
Well, here's what's important, right? She sent other people, such as Creed, on the mission to save Bunny from the orphanage, and they succeeded. And they had this
Yeah, but
incredible
there was
plan.
no real
They
work
they
into
had
it.
an
We were just
incredible they
hanging
had
out.
an incredible plan, and the plan was adopt a bunny, and they did it, and now that's
Yeah.
solved.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so you hear me then. We're just hanging out and all of a sudden they're like,
Tatiana,
"Let's take a quick look at this."
Tatiana, we're not gonna force your arm, 13-year-old who can't survive without our medical intervention because you
Yeah,
aren't able to feed yourself without our help. We're not gonna twist your arm. Hey, 6-year-old orphan, we're adopting you to fight God.
exactly. Exactly. I was like, "What the shit's going on here?" Yes.
A parentless 6-year-old. You're joining the army to fight God. How'd it go last reality? You boiled to death as the first casualty of the war.
God.
You were boiled alive in a bunny costume soup.
God. It's so wrong. So, yeah, that's
Apparently,
my
there's a
point.
PowerPoint people have put together explaining bunny and a goo.
Yeah, is the point just that it's wrong and kind of fucked up?
It's so funny to just adopt a 6-year-old child and be like, "Hey, you want to fucking kill God?"
Exactly. Does it work on you, Bunny? I like her a goo. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, that's great. I like that you and the tiny child are just
Holy shit!
hanging out.
Billy in the previous timeline was like, "Yeah, I'm making an evil terrorist organization to overthrow reality." Okay,
And I'm
I
taking
brought
a
I
goo.
brought this 6-year-old child in a bunny onesie.
What's gonna happen with a goo? Is a goo got something special we don't know about?
I mean, we don't know about because both of us are equally in the dark. For all I
All
know,
right.
you've already seen a bunny go Super Saiyan.
Super sane. If she was super sane, she would piss off and realize
Super,
she's 6 and go back to the orphanage. But
super.
she's clearly not super sane.
I don't know if
I
you
hate Unchaste. I hate Unchaste so much.
as a
You know what
power or
Unchaste?
as a girl.
No, as this chick. I don't care about the power. I just hate this chick.
Um, well, you see, she has this incredible backstory where she
Wait a
wanted
minute.
to.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Stop. Are you in love with her because she's problematic?
No, she's the wrong type of problematic. She's not fun.
Okay. I just needed to make sure
I like
before we went
I
into
like her
this.
little jaggy hair side bangs that are all like. I like those shapes. Those are cool. Unchased
All
arc
right.
for you is one of the worst in a long time. Here's the issue I have with it is I really like it. All of it. I really love all of it. I actually felt it was really good and fun and cute, and I had a great time with it. And like the ending feels like nothing. Like it just feels like they're all like, well, I guess bye. And I think
Yeah,
what
it
the issue
it
I
was so
I
anticlimactic.
don't think it's that bad of an arc throughout the rest of it, because I think what people are forgetting is like a lot of arcs of Undead Unluck, not the ones where you fight a big bad guy, but a lot of these cute side arcs feel kind of like nothing. Like not nothing, but they feel kind of like just meandering and cute and funny for a while. And then they close all together with a beautiful ending that ties together every thread into something wonderful that makes you go, oh, this is also meaningful to everyone involved. And this was the first arc since the 101 that didn't have that ending to make all these little cute things feel meaningful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, her committing to joining the Union being off screen is crazy. It just felt like, wait, when did she stop being evil? When did she stop
That's what I
working
was
for
trying to
Soul?
tell you. We were hanging out. I went back and reread 2 chapters on top of all the other reading I did. I want you to realize what a superhero of reading I am. I read all the way almost to the end.
So
Plus,
what you're saying is you read the exact amount of chapters that there are left.
no, except for 2.
Yeah,
And
but
then
how many chapters did you reread?
oh yeah, I guess I read them all.
You
And
read
so
as
I
many
went
chapters
back.
as there was, yeah.
Yeah. So then I went back and read 2 more because I was like, I must have missed something. Why is the 6-year-old bunny just shoved in here? Like, for no reason.
I'm fine with Bunny just being adopted. Whatever.
No. No. Because if this bunny is so important that it has to be a part of it, and if this bunny is going to have some power that's so worth having it here, and if everybody else was given the ability to know what was taking place and then make a choice, and then we're like, but let's do the bunny off camera.
But
You're
not
like,
even that. Unchased committed to joining the Union off screen.
right, that's true.
She was just
And you're
suddenly
like,
on the cloud, and
ew.
it was like no one's talking about how fun Kurudu is to say. Look, Kurudu is fine. It's fine.
Kurudu.
Kurudu. It
Kurudu.
stumbles my tongue a little
Kurudu.
bit, but I guess if you're not a dumb Anglo, it might be a little bit more fun.
It's fun. Anyway, I was kind of like, ew, I don't like this for me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not the best arc. And the issue is I really did like it, except for the fact that unlike every other arc since the 101 of these smaller ones, it didn't feel like say it like Kekoi. I don't know. We can't.
Kurudu.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
it's
I
that her
hated it.
suit that she can control contains the Uma cores. That's why Bunny's important. Look, we have let's
I
be
don't
honest,
care.
we have
You can
Unchained.
ask Bunny if she wants to be a part. At least let me see you say like, "Hey, Bunny, you want to be a part of this?" And have Bunny be
And then
like,
the
"A part of
6-year-old
what?"
goes, I've always dreamed of killing God.
No, and then the 6-year-old should be like, is there going to be ice cream? Yeah, okay, like something."
So then we leave, and we go to Tatiana, who has achieved her dream of being a model.
Really like the thing where you'll never get oh God. You'll never get another chance like this. I'm convinced that I can bring you on. Da, 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 da. We're friends. Join me. I did like that little moment because it was like, okay, now you do see that she could have just joined and she was a chicken shit. And I know what some people are going to say. Oh, leave Fuuko's mom named whatever the hell she's named
Kade.
alone. Because she's so wonderful. No, she was a chicken shit. She should have just gone with her friend to begin with, but she said that she could feel the drifting amount of their skills.
But
Yeah,
then
that
her
probably
friend
would have
was
happened.
like, "You are better than me." So clearly that was just
Mhm.
insecurity.
Yeah, exactly. So her friend is saying like, "No, you have something that I don't." And if she had gone with her,
They could have
that
pushed
would
each
have
other
closed.
forwards, made each other better, not caused her to
Exactly.
work for
And
Soul.
instead she was like, "I'm not good enough." No, you're a chicken shit. If we're going to be honest, that's what's going on here.
Stop being a little coward.
Your daughter did not inherit your bravery, thank God, because otherwise the world would end.
Oh, I mean, she
That's
didn't
all I'm
inherit
saying.
either of her parents' bravery because he's also a coward. Maybe she
Yeah,
did, and
her
she
dad
just
is
worked
a
really
coward
hard.
too.
Yeah, she just worked really hard to overcome it.
She's kind of the Usopp of heroes.
The stretch of manga
But
feels
then
like
she
Tezuka was getting nervous, people were getting tired of the recruitment arc and wanted to move things along. I guess, yeah.
whatever. I just think that there should have been another reason that she didn't go with her because it just made her weak. And then somehow Fuuko came from these 2 weak retired people who were just too weak to even like each other out loud.
Look, not everyone needs to be an exceptional superstar, and I think we've been seeing all of our negators be exceptional superstars, and there was something kind of nice about just her parents being normal people with like insecurities. I mean, her mom's like world's best singer or whatever, but
Her mom's a massive insecurity. So's her smoking ass dad.
I I think this section was close to being great, but it just like it didn't wrap up in this beautiful little bow like everything else seems to.
I was really amazed. That Cloud Boy.
Sean?
Yeah. Cloud Boy. How come I've never noticed that his hair in the front looks like a pot leaf?
What? Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
Not in every shot, but in lots of them, it really does look like a pot leaf. I don't know how I didn't notice that when then I changed the page and was like, "What's that? Why do you have a pot leaf on your" "Oh, no, no, that's your hairstyle. Okay, well,
I
that's
I
different."
do agree Kade's power needed to be better this loop because yeah, her interpretation of her ability last loop was kinda meh.
Yeah.
Like,
Them going back and forth and fighting with each other was amazing. I did not like it that she won the whole audience over and got like 100-0.
I mean,
Boo.
look, she's
But I
unchaste. You have to love her.
whatever. She's only unchaste. I like the way that you have to love her. I like that they described it as being her overriding your memories or layering your memories and things that are important within
Yeah.
her,
I
so
think
you feel like it's her,
and
but
then the reason it didn't work on the guy was because he didn't love Fuuko's mom Kade for being her. He loved her for how she looked at everyone else. Like it was a part of her that was placed on her interactions with the world around her, which made that feeling
yeah.
impossible for Unchased to hijack, which is very cute.
Yeah, I really like that. And I know the whole point was just to make Fuko's body strong again and blah blah blah. So none of that really bothered me. I was like, meh. But eh,
Yeah,
it just ended. So you're exactly right. Is that it was going places, it was interesting, it was super worthwhile. We needed to strengthen Fuko's body so that she could like be kind of awesome for this whole thing. And then they were like, you know what we are? Finished. And I was like, what now? That's it? Like we just
hey, you
that's
want to
it?
see are?
What?
What? You want to see how finished we are? Off screen, Kururu joined the Union and decided like this was worth committing to. She changed her path. Okay, she's on the cloud now. Yeah, she's heading with us. Hey, you want to know how finished we are? What? Off screen? Bunny dealt with. We this is the equivalent of
Exactly.
that surgery that had a 300% mortality rate. This is an arc that had like a 300% conclusion rate.
Exactly. It was so weird because usually when we're seeing things, it's all on screen. So I was like, how close are we to the end that you're trying to like just like push everything off screen? It was weird. It was a weird arc for me.
Um, man, I did. Sean was weirdly pretty good this arc. He did a good job at inspiring confidence and love out of Fuko's dad. So good job, Sean.
Okay, now I'm going to go all the way to the end of this thing
Okay,
and
so
just say,
yeah,
I just want to say the following things.
yep,
Tatiana's arc,
yep.
meh.
Yeah, her arc was meh. I liked it. I liked it. It was fine and good. I liked the work they put into making Tatiana feel loved and get her dream. It was nice.
No, her dream was to be the modeliest model in
Yeah, her
Modelville.
dream was to run a specific show. It was the big show that
Yeah.
she wanted to
And
wear all
also
the most
like,
beautiful clothes. She wanted to do a good job.
let's
She
give
wanted to
her
do
the very best pose of all time.
I
As a person who's modeled like that wouldn't be a goal. Like
I mean,
walking
good
the show
for
would
'em.
be a goal,
You
but getting the very best pose?
I
No.
mean, a great photo, a photo you're proud of at the biggest show. That feels like something.
I mean, a photo you're proud of, sure, but and her being so short and a model, be so for real right now. I mean, it's not a thing.
Roxanne is still on the Sean train of making me like Sean.
No, you can't do that.
I
He is sitting on a cloud, but like
I actually
so am I.
I well no you're not. I actually liked Sean a lot in both of these sections. I think he was a good
You
boy.
Can we just pause for a minute? You don't know that I'm not sitting on a cloud.
I'm certain you're not sitting on a cloud.
You you are not certain.
I'm certain.
I'm pretty pure of heart, and you can tell because I don't hold the swears in. I let them out.
That purifies your heart.
Yes.
I have noticed them, Lulu, but maybe in other arcs, other people were doing bigger stuff, so it felt less consequential.
I don't know why we're supposed to love Sean so much.
People like
Like he's
Sean.
fine.
He's a good
He's
boy.
good, but this feels very Zorro-y.
Look, I gotta be honest, Sean, most of the time when he's doing these little bits, it doesn't feel like it has as like
Thank you,
it
Ozzy.
doesn't feel like it has as much impact as it does here. I've seen Sean doing his cute little stuff with people. He's been a nice boy, but I don't know, like I'm feeling him more in this little section, in this little slice of the manga.
Okay, I'm already moving forward because I want to get out of this
Whoa,
frickin'
whoa.
egotistical arc.
Hi,
Look,
okay,
let me
Tatiana
tell you something.
likes a panda, likes cartoon panda.
No, because then when people come around and Fuuko's like, "Can I help you with this?" and she's like, "Yes, you may. Now leave me. I must prepare for my show." Ew. No. Just
Let a
no.
13-year-old be selfish.
Ew. She's 13 and modeling this way?
I think so. The world's weird.
Ew. That's grosser.
They said she's 130 centimeters. There's no way she's more than 13. That's so short.
130 centimeters is so short.
Yeah, that's like 4'8" or something.
You think I'm beautiful now. Just wait till you see me in the show. Nah. I just expected so more out of Untouchable. She is such a cool character and so
Oh my god, it's so much shorter than I thought. I thought it was 4'8". It's like 4'3".
Yeah, no, I'm 188 centimeters or 183.
100 and something.
No, in the 80s.
180 is 5'11", and 190 is like 6'3" or something. So yeah, 190 is 6'3". So you would be like 188.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, I was just confirming it because you were second guessing it.
That's why I could do this thing called modeling, because I'm 188 centimeters, not 130.
Well, sorry, that's what's happening.
She's so tiny that how would they see her on the runway?
Probably because there's no one else on the runway when she's on the runway.
No, she's too tiny. People will be like, "Is there someone on the runway?" And then they'd be like, "I don't know." Yeah, I'm 187.96 centimeters. And I was a teenager when I was modeling, and I was 187.6 centimeters tall, and so were all the other teenagers.
Let's be real about something here, though. She's 13's like a preteen, not like a real teenager. She's baby.
Yeah, they shouldn't be letting 13-year-olds model at this. I am not overthinking this just because I brought up math.
She's in the juniors league.
You're underthinking this, Red Potato.
She's in the child tournament.
This tiny child shouldn't have her attitude. She shouldn't be out here doing the modeling at 4'11". She's too young for this kind of everything.
Look, I think the issue is if her big obstacle is that she can't be touched, you had very limited things to make her dream that it could be counteracting, because it either had to involve physical touch or clothing, really.
I suppose. She's just such a kick-ass character afterwards that this whole section to me was so mid. Like, as a backstory to her awesomeness. Like, think about how incredible her power is.
Yep.
What an impact she had. How mentally together she was.
And
then think about this.
Chimeri, I don't think you heard us earlier. We were not on side Bunny is old enough to fight God.
Hey, Cal. Nobody thinks Bunny should fight God.
Cal, sorry, not Kai. Calamari.
Nobody here is like, get that baby in the bunny suit out to God.
Take this tiny child in a bunny onesie out to the army.
This child bunny right here looks like the most dangerous thing ever. Oh, you know what, Drawk? I just figured it out.
Yeah.
Maybe a goo is the bunny from that kills all the people in that movie. Just a minute.
The Killer Rabbit? The Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Killer Rabbit?
Monty Python and Holy Grail's Killer Rabbit. Like, imagine we're talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail's kill a rabbit and it's been a goo all along. It was a goo all along. Then yeah. Okay, I get it. We need a goo.
You're saying that Bunny is going to the second engine turns off the sun, Agu is just gonna leap onto the neck of God.
Yes, I am. And gonna be like, Aggo. It's gonna be amazing. People will tremble. I did like that the whole mascot thing with the good luck hat kind of pulled on Untouchable's love for Unluck. That was cute. It was cute. But then Untouchable was like, you should have never come out of your costume, and chastised her. And I was like, this is
look, that there's a mascot oath. It is a betrayal of the office of mascot to remove your costume in front of people.
I agree. But like a 13-year-old chastising someone feels, I came back to keep my promise. They hug and it's amazing. Let's be friends, Tatiana. And you're like, that is such a sweet moment. And then you change over and no matter the reason, when you don this mascot, you will become someone, you make someone's dream come true and you took it off. And I was like, come on. Oh, give Bellamy a treat. This is just upsetting me now. I'm going to need you to take it down.
I don't want to fix the dog cam. It's going to be broken. It always is broken. The boy come up here. He's a good boy.
I was like, I'm going to need you to take it down. Your level of upsettedness is silly.
Yeah, no,
it didn't feel like a joke at all.
You guys. It felt like a joke to me. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Nah.
I think you're coming in as an enemy of this section that was all I was allowed to read because you're comparing it to things after.
I'm allowed to not like things.
Yeah,
that is part of reading.
I think it's because you read the part after, so your standards are different.
No, God, no. I just don't think this is a very good arc. The modeling arc.
I thought it was fine. I liked them working together. I liked the plan they had to hold her powers at bay. I thought that was good. I think Fuuko was impressive, being like, "Yo, take down, make me visible again, get me out of here. You get out of here. I'm gonna talk to her if I need to do this." And Sean being like, "You'll fucking die."
No, I just think that this modeling arc was one of the least good. I liked the ending part because it had a lot of like great imagery. It had a lot of good moments for there to be like, but I find it difficult to take it seriously when she's just posing and her dream is posing.
Modeling arc did make me think of something.
Oh, what is it?
A new critique I have with this series, while not the least drippy shonen for sure. Oh, I have to pet the boy now. Because that's My Hero Academia, and I will fight to the death to defend that My Hero Academia is the least drippy shonen. I feel like this series is not that drippy. Like, the outfits don't feel like, damn, that's a fit that often. And I felt that the most because the modeling outfits didn't feel like someone was drawing a beautiful interpretation of outfits that they had imagined because they really care about fashion and style. They felt like they were really well drawn from reference. And that's like a pretty minute thing. The art was still very, very good, but it didn't feel designed to me or interpreted. It felt like they were drawn pretty deliberately from reference, whether or not that's true. No. The hero outfits are fine because they're from Hero. Look at how everyone in My Hero dresses in their downtime. They just look like the most boring people. Every single one of them is the most boring people. Like, even when people are wearing streetwear and Dragon Ball, they look fucking great. Everyone's downtime outfit in My Hero is atrocious.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just
I don't know.
Drawn from reference, and
I've never read My Hero, so I don't know.
We'll read it one day, and maybe, and I think you'll agree that it's just as undrippy as possible.
Do we see Fuuko get her teeth back? Because she walks right into the untouchable zone and she loses her 2 front teeth.
Maybe that's a cartoony bit, or maybe that's like surgery or something that they do.
I I hope so, because I was like, Fuuko, you now are missing an eye thing and your 2 front teeth because you went inside. Pretty
She drank
amazing
a glass.
that Fuuko is able to go into the little circle of nonsense and push herself in and lose her teeth. That's pretty incredible. She guides her through in that's my own way of repaying you as your best friend. That part, I was like, uh-oh, don't you already have a best friend right now?
Who are you talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about?
Undead? That's her boyfriend. It's different.
No, not her boyfriend. Don't be a ridiculousness. Unchange.
You talking about Rip? I don't know. Rip's not really best friend.
No, Unchange.
You're talking about Creed? Like, I guess they were boxing mates, but like.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my finger up your nose.
Look, you can have two best friends. They can make bracelets together. Wait, Tatiana cannot make bracelets. Never mind.
Her and Gina are the bestest of best friends already, and she's already said that she's being there specifically for that, so that she could be like her best friend and her right hand person. And then she's like, "We are best friends," and I was like, "Don't let Gina hear that."
I think it's more like Gina's been your best friend of this loop, and you're repaying your best friend of the last loop. Like this was your best friend.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, like
she's gonna have to have co-besties.
Yeah, look, each lifetime you live, you get one best friend. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Roxanne, I said the same thing as me. Yeah.
Whoa. What'd she say? Yep, she did.
This is my best friend, Tatiana. We like to talk. I mean, yeah, there's nothing else you can do. You're not braiding each other's hair for sure. Just try to braid that girl's hair. It is not going to work.
And I've talked about this before. Like, braiding each other's hair is a way that you can tell best friends.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you cannot braid Tatiana's hair. It is exclusively used as a censorship measure.
You can't braid either of their hair.
You can't braid Gina's hair? What? Oh, you can't braid Fuuko's hair. That's true. Yeah.
Fuuko's hair.
Yeah, Fuuko's hair will kill you. You will fucking die.
So legitimately, they cannot braid each other's hair.
They can't braid each other's hair. Oh my god, you're so right. It is a best friendship where they definitely can't. One of them literally, and one of them because you'll fucking die.
Yeah. So there you go. And yet here they are, best friending it up.
Without a hair braiding to be seen. Dude, it's tragic. I didn't think about how brutal it was.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're talking about hair,
now you can remember.
We got to jump ahead because I want to talk about how, first of all, how hyped did you get from Unlucky Bullet Knitcap 210?
Oh my god, that was incredible.
Because you know what she's summoning with 210 years of bad luck, and also,
God,
the Undead Unluck bullet. Oh god,
incredible!
Right,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to like this arc. Not every arc is the best. I hated Drum Island. I'll stand behind that until the end of days. Drum Island kicks ass. Drum Island can suck a donkey.
It has Waffle, the guy who will fuse the straw hats into a super weapon.
Stop talking about Wapple like he's a real person. And then we go forward in this one, and you come right out of an arc that I was like, meh, that was mid. Boom. Knitcap 200. And I was like,
Left glove 200. Knitcap 210. Fucking
it was incredible. That was incredible. Yeah. This was... You know what? I wonder too, though, if you kind of come off, if there was a reason for getting the last arc to be a little mid and a little down, because again, foil. I mean, everyone's always talking about foil, but if you had put it against something that was so hype, maybe this one wouldn't have felt as hype.
Okay, on the note of foil, I need to briefly say, if anyone likes Attack on Titan, tune into my Attack on Titan streams, because we did our brainstorming stream last night, and I realized Attack on Titan has one of the best pairs of characters that are the best foils for each other that I have seen in fiction. It's fucking incredible, and I didn't even notice how deep their foiling of each other was until we were talking last night. It was amazing. If you like Attack on Titan, watch that VOD. Anyways,
yeah, just like KP just said, KPC, a tactical mid. So it almost could be that it was supposed to be a tactical mid, because if you think about how phenomenal the next round is. I wouldn't
say tactical mid, but I would say it was tactically like sweet and simple and cute instead of intense and hype.
Yeah. But
like, I don't think the writer would choose to have us feel like, yeah, the ending was kind of nothing. Like, I don't think that would ever be a writer's choice. I think that's a mistake you make by accident, because that'll happen. You can't be perfect all the time. However, I
no.
do think the tone was intentional, you know?
And I don't think that writers are trying to make Disneyland every single time.
Oh,
Like, you don't want
you
to
there?
have. Yeah, I'm here. Can't you hear me?
Guys, she died.
No, I didn't.
Mama's
I'm
gone.
right here.
She's back. Yay.
I'm still here. I was never gone.
She was gone forever. We almost lost her.
It's also about, like, some people just you want ramen sometimes. You want, like, a whole beautiful salmon dinner sometimes. But in the last one, the modeling arc was mid to me. I mean, because when we met Zhu again for the first time, and she was at school and she was an amazing swords person and blah blah blah, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, it's not something that I'm super into, but the way it was done pulled me in. When we went to the school and everyone took on roles, that pulled me in. But this one, I was just like, this one's not.
I think
pulling me in
modeling
very
is
much.
something that this author doesn't understand the coolness of well enough to have sold us on it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like I think
But it didn't
your
matter.
ability to sell someone else's passion, you need to kind of understand it. Can we talk about how, like, so let's imagine you are in the union, right? And you are top, and you're looking at everyone and you're like, all right, so what's everybody's deal? I come from a long lineage of the world's greatest blacksmiths. Okay, rad. Yeah, I'm world famous model. Okay. Yeah, I was an up and coming famous actor before I lost the ability to do my thing because of, like, my ability. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. And then you look at a few people, you're top, and you're like, so I was like a kid, like a kid who stole stuff. Chikara's like, yeah, I went to high school. Shui, you were just a high school student. Yeah, I was a high school student and world champion fencer. Cool. And you're just topping Chikara, like, cool, fucking radical, great, awesome, sick. We're just some guys.
And yet I loved their stories.
How about you, world renowned mercenaries? Yeah, the four of you. Okay, yeah. Fucking radical. It's sweet.
But on the other hand, didn't you love their stories?
I love their stories, but I feel like if you were sitting in the union and, like, you were the two guys who were, before everything, just teenage boys, and everyone else was like a world class something, you'd be like, rad, fucking great.
And yet, when we go into the next one, I
Well,
was like,
no,
okay,
I just realized
yeah,
it's brilliant.
maybe.
This made me like it more because I need to stop. I need to iterate before I lose this. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
go
actually
ahead.
great because almost everyone who is a part of this, of course, they're the people who are best at them, because these are the people who, loop after loop, Zhui had determined were the best users she could find of each of their abilities. Same with Billy. He was killing people to find the best use of their abilities. Shikara being a letdown is so intentional because he was one that was never recruited by Zhui, never seen as important, and was going to be killed and replaced by Fuuko, or sorry, by Billy.
Yeah.
And that's also the case with Sean, where he was killed to be replaced by Billy. They are just
Yeah.
people that Fuuko was able to find the meaning and power in, not people who are exceptional standouts. They were people that Fuuko
I
was
love
able
that.
to bring out the best of. That's why they are standouts as being a bit less over the top, immediately impressive than a lot of the other ones.
I love that.
It's
And so
Gina
then
is an exception, where she also had a normal life, and she was one of Juiz's choices. Sorry.
And so then the reason, yeah, Gina was a little different. And so then the reason that this happened that way is because Fuuko was the one that gave them their strength and their promise and let them come to full actuality.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It totally makes sense that most of the users are exceptional, insanely talented people because they were handpicked by those people. Yep.
That is so cool.
Okay.
Okay, can I just say something?
Yep.
I've been trying to look for a pattern in it. So first of all, I loved that she held on and she put all of this power into her pieces so that it would have the bad luck over time. That was incredible.
Yes. Also
So
so
good.
fucking cool that she was only willing to let go of these things that cover her and keep her bound when she was ready to
Yep.
bring back Andy and touch someone
Yep.
again, be close to someone again, have someone who made
Yep.
her feel safe opening up and not needing a protective layer. And
So
she's
cool.
throwing it away as a weapon and to summon him. It's so symbolic and so tied
It
in with
was
the
so
action.
symbolic.
Oh, it's so powerful.
Today we complete the union with the return of my partner, Bad Bullet.
Bad Bullet, left
Knit cap,
glove,
210.
the left
Here it
glove
comes.
200 meteorite shower, right glove 200 lightning storm.
Yep.
Then the undead unluck.
My Undead Unluck.
Ugh.
And all of a sudden we see Andy's face just heading down
It's
towards. Like, yes.
fucking sick as hell, dude.
Freaking good. That was amazing, but I don't want to lose that in this page, they've got the weird fuzzy area where she says Bad Bullet, and then there's a weird fuzzy area.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that fuzzy area in mind, okay?
Okay. I will. I guess. Fucking Jin shit up in here. Fucking Jin shit happening. I love the chapter 1 callback. I love their relationship. I love how much Fuuko's developed, that she carried the series on her own without Andy this long. But like them reuniting feels so sweet, and I'm so impressed with her, and I'm so happy they're together. It's just it's beautiful.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it is possible that, like, maybe not trying to be mid, but trying to be less exciting, less big
I think
moments.
it was trying to be gentle and simple. I agree with that.
Yes,
I
because
don't
when
think
you're
it was
coming
meant to be
into
mid.
this arc, it's really important when you're going to bring Andy back that he pops off of whatever was beside it, because we have been waiting for Andy.
Yeah.
We have all been like, come on, please have Andy back. And then to see Andy with, and I don't know why Clothy was such a big deal to me,
Clothy was
but the idea that Andy was up there that entire time with Clothy on his body, keeping Clothy alive, attaching their souls together so that Clothy was also burning on the sun for all of this time, was just like the time these two spent together. The amount they leaned in, the fact that Clothy stayed was just wild.
I thought Clothy wasn't going to be in this loop.
So
I thought Clothy wasn't making it.
I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, there's a face on his lapel. Hold me back from tears.
It was all so fucking good, dude.
It was so
I'll be honest,
good.
I wasn't needing Andy back. I had been loving Fuuko so much that I wasn't
me too.
Yeah, I wasn't like, yeah, we need him. But I think that made it more hype when he came back, because I was like, oh my god, Fuuko's become so great in her own right that we don't need our most powerful dude. I haven't felt like we're missing our biggest personality because Fuuko is that incredible now. And we still do get him back.
And when he comes back, it because we already felt so satisfied in the reading of this, we were like, getting him was like, oh my god, thank you for the next leveling of this. Like, freaking cherry on top of a sundae. I just want to go to, oh god, I hate the 2 Umas that dude has got with him. Those things are so
Blood and Shadow.
Blood and Shadow is so gross. Bleh. That's all I have to say about that. Moving on. That fight was incredible. I'm trying to remember where you go to, so I'm having to be a little more careful here because...
Oh boy.
Well, what chapter are we on? We're on 219. You're invited in soon. We'll read it together and all will be well.
All will be well.
Am I reading it or are you reading it with me?
I don't think he made it weaker on purpose, but I do, because I don't think any author wants people to enjoy things less, but I think they were made less hype on purpose. I think
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the
less
execution
hype
was a miss. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, he wrote less good intentionally. I don't think any author would do that, but I think it was meant to be
less hype.
Yeah.
Yeah. if you're about to write, like, you can see it in books all the time, and in movies, things get chill, they have a party, or they get calm, or there's a sweet moment, and then you have to say to yourself as a reader, like, uh-oh, shit, we're about to get. But in this case, instead of, well, it's a little both, but uh-oh. And then instead we got hype back, and that's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Please teach me how to see with my ears nearly killed me.
Oh, poor Chikara. And Billy's like, yeah, bud. Yeah.
I figured that's what you're trying to say, Ujid. Yeah, that was so upsetting. And then watching Fukuro ride on the cloud and move herself around while the fight was happening with Unruin. It was such a hype fight. Such a hype fight.
All of this was so cool. I loved it.
Except for the blood clot, it made me vomity sick just to think about that blood clot.
You giant ball of hardened blood to destroy
Tokyo?
Tokyo?
God. Oh God, that was gross.
And people never want to destroy any other Japanese city. It's like New York. It's like, I guess I could go to Kyoto or any, like, the issue is I started to list places and I realized very quickly the issue is when you start to list Japanese cities, you may start to name a name that has already had some mass destruction and you'll feel bad. But they do always just go to Tokyo. That is the destroy a city.
Well, it is, especially if you're a lizard. Like, that's where you should go if you're a lizard to destroy
if you're a
things.
Lizard, that's where it's at.
Or a mech.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're a lizard or a mech, you should go to Tokyo. Okay, I'm going to open this right here, right now. You ready for this? Tell me if you can hear my great ASMR.
I actually want to say, I might disagree with you, Constipated Penguin. Whoa, before we do the ASMR, I want to respond to this chatter because this is important. The best comeback of a character you've read in a story other than One Piece. I honestly
don't know what Constipated Penguin has read.
I honestly don't. Well, here's where I disagree. I honestly don't know if there's a single character coming back that felt as hyped to me in all of One Piece as Andy coming back to Fuuko, because this is a This is a 2 main character series, and we got to have one of the main characters hold down the story for like a straight 15 chapters, and then the other one hold down the story on her own for like 100 chapters. And coming back to that was incredible. Like, the only thing I would count as being as hype is potentially, Constipated Genius, not Penguin. I'm sorry for calling you a penguin.
Did you just call somebody who's a genius a penguin?
Yeah, my brain said he was a penguin. But like, post time skip, the entire Straw Hat crew reuniting in Wano was incredibly hype. And even that, I don't think felt as hype as Andy coming back to this 80 chapters. That's still crazy for one of the 2 protagonists to hold down a story on her own and make it as good as it's been, and then have the other protagonist return like this. Like, it felt incredible. Like, don't get me wrong, there were things Oda does better than this mangaka for sure. Overall, I like One Piece more, probably. When it's over, when they're both over, I can compare properly. I think Oda does character introductions like no one else. But this has been my favorite character reintroduction in like all media. Bon Clay's reintroduction was fantastic. It was not Andy coming down from the fucking sun to mash through an attack that was going to destroy the city. Like,
in my 2 cents on this, and I've read a ton of crap.
In Codex, we will not ignore it. We just need to finish
where they have taken away things. Sorry, Codex. I don't know when you did it, but
it was in the middle of the tear. I put a little bookmark in it.
Okay.
In my brain.
Congratulations. Thank you, Ray's Codex.
Thank you, Ray's Codex. 12 years is great. We've had a lot of 12 years lately. Or 12 years, 12 months. We've had a lot of 1 years lately.
That's a 1-year anniversary. Kind of a honkin' ass deal.
It's a huge deal.
So when Andy came back down here, the other thing that was so amazing about it is we knew kind of like so there's twofold. The fact that he was gone, the fact that 80 chapters have been just her, and it's supposed to be, and it's called Undead Unluck, not Unluck.
Sorry, this is actually Unluck and Friends, a sequel manga.
Yeah, exactly. And And then he's not there. But on top of that, we know that it signals something very different when he comes back, because we know that he has been protecting them from the position that he was in.
Which means she
for a
wouldn't
specific
summon
reason.
him unless she felt they were
Exactly.
all ready to take this on. That it didn't
Exactly.
matter that the
So
rules were
not
coming.
only is it his return, we know, okay, well, this is the flip. Now shit's gonna get
It's
really
time for the
real.
offense. She doesn't fucking give a shit. It's
Exactly.
over. She's got your
And
fucking
so,
number.
yeah, we are coming up to end of days. We are coming up to the Union being whole again, and we are coming up to a big fight. And that's wild, because like they literally just like rang the bell and we're like, hope you're ready, readers. Here we are. And we were like, holy shit, it's Andy. Shit's gonna get real.
Oh man.
So there was all sorts of reasons for it. Okay, now I need to do my ASMR so I can drink. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Tell me if you hear it.
No, nothing. I hear nothing.
Are you kidding me?
You're coming through on Discord. It filters out non-speaking sounds.
We gotta get off of Discord. It's ruining
It
all my great
automatically
sounds.
records things. Well, it doesn't automatically, but it has Craig to record stuff. We don't need to record local
No.
audio because we use Discord.
I don't know what to tell you. Can you imagine the sound of opening a bubbly with the little bubbles?
If I open a bubbly, chat can hear it, because no, future YouTube viewers will not hear it because their audio comes through Discord. However, chat hears me directly through Streamlabs. So when
I'm just so sad right now for all of the squishies.
chat can hear me. Future YouTube viewers cannot hear me. Isn't that kind of fun to think about?
That's interesting. But let me just tell you a secret.
That's
I'm so
so
unhappy
true.
for everyone.
Your boy Spark. That's exactly correct. Actually, we need to pause. Has any chatter ever said such a correct statement?
Okay.
Because it is.
Did
It
you
is
read-
Undead Unluck. She said it herself. We know it's true
It is
now.
Undead Unluck. Question. Did you read 220?
Yes. 220 was hype as fuck.
Okay. So let's talk about 220 so we can get to the reading. Are you reading with me? Or are you doing...
I'm going to stop doing art and we're going to take an intermission to read 12 chapters together, and it's going to take like an hour and a half.
Fucking wild. I had no idea we were supposed to read 12 chapters together.
Well, originally it was like 8, but we kept having to delay this because of things happening.
Oh, okay. This makes more sense now.
Yeah, it was originally going to be like 8 chapters live, and then 4 more came out in the time that we had to delay.
It's actually 90 chapters without Andy. This is... You said 100. Someone was like, no, 80. Someone goes, nope, 90.
Well, that's because the person
in 10
who said
minutes
80
from
was
now,
counting.
it's going to be 100.
That's because the person who was saying 80 was counting Victor, who is a different man with the same soul and body, and same soul and body. Actually, the rest is different.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, blood clot ball. It's just so disgusting.
Okay, someone did correct it as 100. They said 100 if you don't count Victor Sandy. Jesus Christ, I was right. Okay, anyway.
I told you. First somebody said 80, 10 minutes later somebody says 90, and now someone just said 100.
Can we be real? I love the disrespect Fuuko is giving Unruh, the man who killed her in the past loop, because she's just you're a little bitch. You're a stupid bitch. You mean nothing. You are a sign of my enemy's weakness, and I will crush you. Like, there is no respect for this man.
He basically says, like, can I just tell you a little secret, Rune? Can I come off to the side? You're Wish Andy. That's what you are. You're Andy if he was brought on Wish.
You're Andy from Temu, motherfucker.
All you are is Andy on sale at Kmart.
You're bargain bin Andy. You think you mean shit? You ain't nothing. Fucking prick ass.
When Zeller's closed down and they were trying to sell everything off, you were still in the bin, bitch.
Don't worry, we're helping. We're here to help. Fuck you. You don't matter. Get out of here. This guy's nothing. I don't give a shit. I don't need help. Think I need help with this
fucking prick? You know how there's
prick?
IKEA and then there's Yisk? You're Yisk Andy.
If Andy was bought from a vintage store, you were picked up from the side of the road with a sign that said free to take.
You know how there's Coke and then there's soda? You're soda.
Oh man,
it's fun for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Dollar store cola. This is nothing.
Although the dollar store has real cola now, but it's also not $1.
No,
okay, here we go.
Nothing is. The dollar store's a lie these days. Inflation killed the dollar store. Hey,
You know
did you
what
know
is one of the
did you know that there are dollar stores in England called Poundland?
what?
Yeah. And
Are
Pound
you
Town.
lying to
Pound
my
Town
face?
is a real dollar store in London, in England. Yeah, Pound
No.
Town's a real England dollar store because pound
So
is
they
the
can say, "I'm gonna
currency.
take you down to Pound Town," and it's just like, "We're gonna go and get a deal?"
Yeah, it's just we're gonna go fucking buy a cheap toy.
You wanna go to Pound Town? You could say that to a person? That's horrifying.
England's wild, y'all.
That's amazing. Their ads must be fun. KP, you are not wrong. Okay. Do you know what is one of the grossest you know how things gross me out a lot?
That happens. You've been
This
it's been
this
noted.
one was so gross and yet
Blood
so
clot's
good.
really getting at you, huh?
No, 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 I moved off the blood clot. It's the skin, undead skin.
I mean, look,
When she takes a whole side of the front of Andy's face, and it has his like eye holes and mouth hole and like the tattered ends of the skin through his scalp, and she peels it off and puts them on him and goes, "Bad bullet, undead skin." And then, oh, so that was her plan. But this isn't much contact time, so he just doesn't understand how much love that she has for
well,
Andy. And so it
and
does like the
also
biggest damage.
the fucking combination that it is of using it to be like, yeah, we're gonna control what the bad luck is because there's a giant attack coming at you, and now you can't dodge because it is the
Yep.
source of unluck coming at you. That's so smart.
Yep. It was so brilliant. And this, you have the same ability as me. So why are you on this side? I'm sure you understand. Just accept it. I live by my own rules. Oh yeah, you do, Andy. You bloody hero. Andy.
And what
Oh,
are those rules? Mine.
he says, and no matter what happens, that rule will never fade, even if it's up against God. Oh, I love this frickin' section. It was the greatest fight in Fightville. Flicking all his different pieces into the little ball. Oh, God, it was good. It was so well done.
It's so good. It's so good.
I liked this twice as much as I didn't like the modeling thing. I liked it so much. I must have reread some of these pages 2 or 3 times, being like, what the hell just happened here? That was so cool.
This is rad.
The biting off the finger thing is a really hard thing to get over. How many times he's like, just a minute, I'm gonna bite the tip of my finger off and use it as a bullet.
I mean, yep. Look,
Woo.
you kind of got to get over that with Andy. His entire fighting style is dismemberment.
You gotta get over a lot of stuff with the way that he takes himself apart and chucks himself out there. But handing her the tip of his finger, you're the one who turned that luck into fate. Oh, it was these lines here
I'm a line by
are my
line level. It's so
favorite
good.
lines in this thing, so I'm gonna read them out. Where it goes,
I'll say it
Mr.
louder,
Nico,
probably dog.
this you do, right? Oh, Shen and Mui. So what's the deal with them? Are they already an item? Thank you, Andy, for always living and never giving up. It started with you, Andy. If you were never born, then that was just dumb luck.
I mean, he
You're the
was
one.
never born,
No, let me finish
Fuuko.
this.
Fuuko, he
You don't
wasn't
know that.
born.
You don't know that. And let me finish this. That was just dumb luck. You're the one that turned that luck into fate. Thanks to you, Fuuko, I have a rule within me now. Mm.
We objectively know he wasn't born because we know that Zhui wasn't born. Although I guess Zhui kind of did born him by shoving a memory card into her boyfriend's face. So
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I do stand by that. I more and more love my biblical reading of this because Andy Andy and Zhui together managed to be both pairs that are the essential vectors you track Old Testament the bibliology and New Testament bibliology from. Because think about it, right? They as Victor and Zhui managed to be Adam and Eve, and as Andy and Zhui, they are the Virgin Mary and Jesus. Isn't that so fucking sick?
You're not wrong. That is pretty sick.
I think that's rad. I think I'm actually very smart and cool. For noticing a smart and cool thing that a smarter and cooler person did.
Oh god.
That's what makes
Okay,
you
are we
cool
ready
and
to read?
smart. Well, no, we have to do.
You know what
We're gonna do
you know what I don't
we're gonna do
like?
2 separate closing segments. One for the 220 pre, and then one for after we've read everything.
What do you mean we're gonna read the chapters yet? We read the chapters when we're there. We just got
Yeah,
there.
but it's different this time. We were gonna do different stuff. You just don't remember because you broke
Listen
rules.
to me, rock.
Okay. Yeah.
They put those same fuzzy things over Andy's bits and pieces over his twigs and berries too.
Ugh.
Those same fuzzy pieces we talked about. So just keep that in mind as well.
Okay. So here's my thinking, right?
Okay.
Here's my thinking. We do a top 5
What?
now. We do other top 5 after we've caught up. So I'm gonna start us off with the top 5 favorite characters for the 209 to 220 slice. The idol arc.
Andy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. First, Fuuko and Andy are both. I think Andy and Fuuko, just because of the end here, both get to be S tier, right?
Can't we put Andy on the tier because he hasn't been around for so long?
Okay, he's in the tier list. Well, I'm gonna put my first character in
want
the
him at
top 5. It's important. It's
I was
important.
thinking that he would be he's number 1.
Well,
Andy's
fine.
number
Andy's
1.
number. I was gonna do mine first, but whatever. I'll do mine. What I will do first is very important. I think number 4 is Sean.
Number 4? You
I've
went
been
from
thinking hard about it. I think he's earned a number 4 this time. I think his
You know what I
supporting
like
role.
about that?
I think his supporting role felt more important here because this was a less important section.
Oh my god. You're so mean to Sean.
I think
I
he
have
did
no
good.
beef with Sean.
I noticed his nice boy things that everyone's been telling me I should notice for the first time this time, and I felt really appreciative of him, of the work he put in. I felt like he was a good team player. I
He's
appreciated
a
him.
kind human being. He was a good team player,
He
and
earned a
I
number
really
4.
like Sean.
Yeah.
And no, what my comment was just that you have become a me, and you're like, you did number 1. Let's head down to number 4.
I mean, we used to do it this way all the time. Anyways, you're back to you.
I'm totally cool with it. There is no part of me that doesn't like that.
Yeah. Back to you. So we have number 1, Andy. Number 4, Sean.
Uh-huh. Let's do
The fuzzy stuff is God censoring everybody because he's a prude.
Yeah.
Explicivity didn't get made as an UMA this timeline, so God censors nudity and cursing.
Okay.
That's my theory. That's for real my theory for sure. Oh yeah, Andy and Clothy have to share number 1.
Are we allowed to put Clothy in
I
this, or
think
is
Clothy and
Andy
Andy share
together?
number 1.
I'll allow that because it makes sense.
Clothy got to tag along.
I'm gonna put the band in at 3.
Like the whole gang that forms the band with like Tella and everybody.
Yeah, if we're talking about how much enjoyment I got out of it and how interesting they were, then the entire band is 3.
I think that is super reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay,
your turn.
Who fits where right here? We have a lot of options. There's a lot we can do. I am going to put Fuuko's mom at my number 2 spot because I think she was the best part of the idol arc by far.
I would agree, and I'm putting Fuuko's dad at 5.
I think that's super fair. So I think that's everybody.
And if I'm gonna be honest, I liked Fuuko's dad more than Fuuko's mom.
I liked Fuuko's mom more, but that is fully understandable. I get it.
Yeah. I don't think Fuuko's dad had as much of a role, but I think I was going to enjoy his character a lot.
My favorite minor character. Okay.
I hate the smoking Rafe's Revenge, but I still liked the character.
My favorite minor character is the bodyguard who was confused at why he got fired. That we only have over the phone.
No, we saw them in real life as well.
Yeah, earlier. I just, for whatever reason, that was fucking hilarious. I loved him. I love that bit of her being like, "What do you mean? It's been 5 hours and you haven't found me. What do you mean? Why am I being fired?"
That was amazing, actually. Oh, I really liked that one. Good for you for coming up with such a cool minor character.
Thanks. Glad you appreciate it.
You're the real hero here. My favorite minor character. Aw, that's hard.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah, there's not a lot of minor characters in this one. No, you're kind of bigger than minor, so we're gonna have to take you out of minor hold. I did like the snotty, dark-haired girl who was on the other team.
The one who were like, we don't
Uh,
have to worry about Kade.
Yeah, she kind of sucked in a really cool way. She was like
I
Mean
can't
Girl
explain
sucked.
why I actually agree.
Yeah, like she sucked in a way that I was like, you're really pulling up the slack on the like mean crap character who makes things feel like they have bigger stakes, and I'm here for this.
All right. And lastly, we each have to pick a Goo is a minor character, yeah, but like, come on.
Come on now.
Come on. Now we have to pick very importantly, we have to each pick a favorite drip in this arc about modeling. And what's wild is, for me, it's not the modeling arc that has my favorite drip at all. It's definitely Heavy Metal Unchaste. I think she looks rad as fuck.
Yeah, mine is the entire band walking up looking like a 1990s metal.
Well, there we go. The modeling arc didn't make it into the top drip of the drip list.
I wasn't all that impressed with her outfits.
It was just like the one that is close for me. I really like the one that has all the like layering wavy ribbon on the shoulder. That dress I actually think looks really good.
What chapter was that?
The
218?
Killer, there is a screen cap you can go find in one of our recent videos that Lav edited, where my mom is bringing up that my judgment can't be trusted for it's the one about Rip's arc, because my mom is making fun of me saying I can't be trusted for liking Latla because I have a thing for problematic women, and Lav flashes in a bunch of PNGs I sent them of horrible women from media that I like, and it was more than I expected. It was easier to build up like 14 fucking PNGs than I thought it would be.
I was kind of impressed with that. Hey, did you see our latest video and Lav getting the face to move at the end? It really took some people out. They were like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was something I told Lav to do, because when we were watching it for the edit, I was like, hey, what if you take this PNG and you make it talk at the end when it zooms in? And they were like, absolutely yes.
When am I going to have a PNG on here?
I don't know, when I have time to rig it.
Okay.
And make more faces. I didn't finish drawing faces for it, so we'll need to find a time for that.
I think the very last dress that's layers of ruffles was great, but I just really love that.
Well, I wasn't even talking about the last one. I was talking about the one with like the poof of ruffles on the shoulder. I thought that looked really cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the runner-up for me after Kururu's punk rock outfit.
Let me look at it.
It was just in the montage of outfits, and I was like, holy shit, this is the first one where I was like, that looks sick as hell.
Oh, I didn't like the way it fit everywhere. I remember that outfit, and I was like, it fits badly in some specific areas, and I don't like that.
Okay, well, we can each have our opinion.
Because I imagine trying to sit in it with the way that it fit on this person.
Oh yeah, but
and I was like,
it's high fashion. It's not meant to be practical at all. Like
it doesn't matter. It made me uncomfortable.
This is clearly not a street modeling event. High fashion models don't wear practical outfits.
Dude, are you telling me what high fashion models
I'm aware that you know, but I need to, when I'm rebutting, include context that helps people understand the difference when they are an audience
When
member.
I look at that drawing, I'm like, no, this chick couldn't even like bend at all.
No, absolutely.
Like, and as she's walking,
she is just an art piece. That is all she is wearing that. However, I think it looks cool. I think it looks very cool.
I like the shoulder ruffle in particular. I think that it's a swaggy ass look. It's also swiggity.
There is a manga.
It's swiggity.
Let me finish my word. Yeah, you go first.
It's swiggity and swag. And so therefore I will take that into consideration.
There's a manga we'll probably have to read one day that is longer than One Piece.
We'll probably have to read.
It's longer than One Piece, and it's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh God.
And what's wild about it is, a lot of mangaka study street fashion, so Akira Toriyama's kind of famous for his characters looking really like 80s and 90s drippy when Dragon Ball characters are in their downtime outfits because Akira Toriyama studied street fashion a lot. Whereas the guy who draws and writes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was for I think like 7 years or something a student of high fashion. So his outfits are fucking insane and the poses are like, you know how high fashion magazines have poses that are so twisty and distorted and crazy? He draws his poses like that constantly because he's not a student of street fashion where everything's meant to look casual and very effete. Everything is meant to be over the top and dramatic in high fashion, and it goes into all of his art.
That's kind of wild. What an interesting. They're saying that they've collaborated with Gucci.
Yes, yeah. Well, he's a high fashion artist. That was where he first studied art, was in the high fashion industry.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you mean it's longer than One Piece?
Yeah. He has some, so like Akira Toriyama has absolutely great drip for downtime. I honestly think One Piece, when Oda draws casual outfits for color spreads, has impeccable drip. I think Oda has a great sense of street fashion, but Araki's sense of like high fashion drip is unmatched. It's crazy.
Are you listening to
Oh,
me? What do you
Bleach
mean
was
it's
also a
longer
fashion
than
student, but he was street fashion, right? Because his characters look very drippy. I haven't read Bleach, but from what I've seen, his characters look drippy in more of a street
you
fashion
are
way,
talking?
rather than high fashion.
Can you hear me?
Because there's a
Hello?
huge difference in vibe between high fashion and street fashion. Hey, before we move on to reading, can I just, because you have been a model, can I ask your question?
You can't hear me.
Oh no, she died again. She's gone. No, she'll be back.
La la la.
She back.
La 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 la. I don't know why it does that. Why does it do that?
I don't know, man. Discord be
I
like.
I thought you were ignoring me, and then you asked me a question, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a ghost."
So what I was gonna ask is, because you have been a model, I wanted to ask, do you have a particular like group or category of fashion that you think is especially cool?
Uh,
Because I didn't until recently, and I have fallen in
in what
love.
way do you mean?
Like a design sense, a culture, an era, anything, a subculture. So
A bunch.
for me, my absolute favorite fashion is Korean street fashion. Modern Korean street fashion of the last 5 years goes so hard. It's inspired a lot by like 90s alternative punk movement, but with a more modern flair, and I think it's so fucking rad.
I do agree. I love modern street fashion, Korean street fashion,
It's so sick.
and
I use it for inspiration when I'm doing practice stuff all the time or character designs. It's rad.
I'm mostly an Italian designer lover. I'm an
Okay.
Italian designer stan.
Uh-huh.
I'm always Dior, always.
Mhm.
If it's Chanel, I hate it. I don't care what it looks like. I hate it. And it can burn in hell with her Nazi sympathizing.
Yep.
Um,
They sympathizing. She was
uh,
an active informant for them. That's not sympathizing. She was a Nazi employee.
with her Nazi doing and being.
Like people all the time talk about Chanel, like, oh yeah, she had Nazi sympathies. No, no, no. She like, I'm sorry.
Just
When
was a
someone works for
Nazi.
the Nazi government, I think we can call them a Nazi.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
When you are
That's
a
fair.
French person working for the Nazis within France before
Oh
they
my
were
god,
conquered
Ozzy.
to aid in
Take a
their
look at Ozzy's
conquest.
thing.
Uh,
Burn in Chanel.
oh my god, that's actually really good. Sorry,
It's
sorry, Ozzy
actually
Lelowin.
really good.
Ozzy Lelowin. Yeah, yeah. No, it is news. Everyone hides it because Chanel's a major fashion and perfume brand now, but and makeup, right? But Chanel
Yeah.
actively aided in the Nazi takeover of Germany because she got to attend political soirees all the time, being a very famous and influential person in high
No, I
culture,
very much hate
and
her.
constantly shared information she got from those meetings with the Nazis.
Meanwhile,
We will literally never
Dior
know how much the way the Germans attacked, knowing exactly where the wall had been built, was informed by Coco fucking Chanel, because people
and
constantly bragged
meanwhile,
about her to her about all their political knowledge to get in with her because she was so famous. She genuinely may
okay,
be why France fell to the Nazis, and I'm not joking.
And meanwhile, Dior is the exact opposite, and they move messages throughout France, throughout Germany,
Fuck
throughout
yeah,
everywhere.
Dior.
They hid it with inside of their clothing and the hemlines and other areas and the boning. They pulled out things like Dior for me is I love Dior not just because I really like the fashion of Dior, but I like Dior because of its history.
I
Um,
Her name was Coco, yes.
but
There's
who do I really love? Who do I really love is a bunch of the more risky fashion designers nowadays that are coming up with some things that I'm just like, God dang, that's interesting and awesome, amazing stuff.
I also briefly want to say a fun Chanel fact. Did you know that, ironically, for a white supremacist, she is the only reason tans became popular?
Yeah, I do know. And like, come on.
For anyone who doesn't know this, tans were seen as unfashionable for a long time. Now, part of that is because poor people had to work outside and rich people could be inside, whereas it started to switch to more indoor jobs for poor people. So the ability to spend time outside was a luxury. But the moment that that switch sort of happened was because Chanel fell asleep while yachting in the Mediterranean, came back with a tan, and everyone was like, clearly she did this on purpose. And rich people started tanning. And I'm not joking. That is literally why tans became popular in Western culture instead of being pale. It was because Coco Chanel fell asleep on a boat.
Okay, we need to move
We
on,
do.
but I
We
just
gotta
want to say,
read now.
look up Iris Van Herpen. Like, that's some stuff I'm enjoying right now. Okay.
Iris Van I'll have to look into it. I am going to
Incredible fashion. We are going to
Oh,
read to. Oh, we're doing a closing. Let's
I'll
close.
also say,
Close.
I fucking hate her. Oh god, I forgot her name. Vivienne Westwood, I hate her as a person in a lot of ways. I actually think her street fashion is incredible. I think she's really good at street fashion. What's our last closing statement before we read? Did we miss
Did
one?
we finish all the things we were
Moment!
supposed to say?
Favorite
Our favorite
moment!
moment.
Yeah. Uh,
You drew my favorite
but
moment.
it
There's
can't be
just
it
no
can't be
way
the
around
obviously
it.
hype one. It has to be something that's special to us.
What do you mean it can't be the
Well, that's
obviously
what we
hype
do.
one?
That's always our rule. It has to be something that feels uniquely special.
I know.
Here's mine. Here's mine, and it's great. It's so good.
Oh
Mascot
my
hug.
god. Oh, you actually did a really good job. That is a beautiful
Mascot
moment.
hug. Mm.
God damn, Drawk. Look at
Yeah, no, my
you.
choices today are brilliant. Oh,
Uh Oh, where's that fight moment where they're Oh, I know. Okay, it's a bit weird. Can you hear me?
yes, I
Why
can hear
don't
you.
we
Sorry, I have to reply to something.
Okay.
Someone asked me a question. I have a lot of pans on the stove right now.
Do you have a lot of pans in the stove right now? Okay. Do you know the moment when Untouch is on stage and then everyone is protecting her
Oh, that's so good.
um
Yeah.
and we have the page that has everybody's name next to their power?
Hmm.
Do you know what I'm meaning?
Yeah. It's
I
really
don't think
cool.
you do.
It no, 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 I know I know what you mean. It's really cool. The one where all of
I
them
think
are
that
over the explosion that is Tatiana?
Yes. And every one of their names and all of their power, it goes unchanged, unchangeable, unchanged, unmove. And it's like 2 full pages of their power pushing against her
Looks
with
so
people kind of
cool.
like
It's
standing
so
up and running
fucking
away.
sick.
That was so well done. That drawing was absolutely sick. It actually showed the urgency and the difficulty of holding in her power, and I thought that was brilliant.
People are mentioning Fuuko getting to see her parents again, but I feel like there was no one panel that felt like it really sold that for me the same way.
That would have been in the last arc when she came in and met her mom and was in shock, and then her dad walked in. I think that's where
Yeah,
that would have
well, we
been.
read ahead is why, by accident. We were supposed to start earlier this time, but both of us read ahead by 2 chapters for some reason.
We are reader
I
aheaders.
don't
Well,
know why last time there was no good
mostly
reason.
you. Mostly
What? Oh,
you,
yeah, yeah, of course,
honestly.
mostly me. Mostly me,
Yeah.
Zio. I'm
I'm
so
pretty good at just sitting back here and doing whatever.
Yeah. Yo,
But
I'm so
you're a
excited
cheeky
for
reader.
Berserk. I'm so excited for the friendliest Berserk review I've ever been.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to do before we close this down?
Okay,
Do we
we
need to
ready?
say fake goodbye?
Oh, apparently Fuko's teeth got replaced by very realistic dentures. Well, I can relate to that feeling. All right. We
I'm
ready?
cool with it. Okay, listen to me
We ready
before
to
are we gonna
read?
say fake goodbye?
Did you cut out again? Are you gone again?
Oh, goddamn.
Y'all,
What is
Discord's
going
having a
on?
day. She gone again. Well, for now, I'm going to get ready.
No.
Oh, big face.
No.
I'm
Am
a
I
little-
here?
I'm a little scruffy for big face. Honestly, hey, how do you feel about a 5-minute break so I can shave my stubble?
No.
It's going to be like 2 seconds.
Am I here?
You're here again.
I got back just in time to stop you from leaving to shave your face.
Why did this get turned off? These were on earlier. I was pretty. Oh.
Okay.
Thing has happened.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Something's up with my light with my. Like I said, oh, I hit this button. That's what happened. I hit the button. That's why my lights turned off. There we go. That makes sense. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Okay.
Hey, put yourself in little face again. It's weird that you're still in big
Well,
face.
we're reading.
Oh, my bad. I'm
We
sorry.
usually do this for reading.
Oh, thank God, because you've been taking so long to read.
Well, yeah, we had stuff to talk about. It was all important. All of it was essential to the story.
Let me see. It says that I haven't read 231 or 232.
Yeah. So we're going to start at 221. We're starting at 221. You do the first chapter.
What?
First page. We'll go page by page.
Okay.
Well, we'll go
fair.
2 page by 2 page. Put it up on your desktop so you get 2 pages at a time. Otherwise, we're going to do this whole thing again where we read stuff in the wrong order.
But the first page is only one page.
The first page is only 1 page. That's true.
You cheeky monkey.
Yeah, it's just like you read this before, so you don't get the 2 page.
I was born not knowing who I was. The only thing I did know was that I was undead. Up until that day, I was undead and nothing more.
And now we see all the crazy attacks happening between the two of them, between Unruin and Undead. Ruin, you're a lucky guy. It's great you were able to become Unruin again. It's great that you encountered those same Uma again, and that you were coaxed by Soul to get stronger. Because of all that, you were able to encounter me today. Let's bring in some change, Ruin. Everything up until now has been for that purpose. Stop this.
Don't put that nonsense into his head.
He's
Undead.
getting bit by Shadow and Blood, who look like big old wolf leeches.
You won't be able to save Ruin. Negating all of you and bringing the end to the human world is Ruin's only salvation. Ruin coming along the side. That's just taking the easy way out. Don't be lazy. Grit those teeth.
Dead Vulcan! And now he's firing a bunch of finger bullets and is fucking crazy.
That's kind of wild.
Why?
Ooh,
We have
the
this
sound effects.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's something that you learn as a DM is to make great sound effects. So if there's anything,
Those are really good sound effects.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Good
yeah,
job.
yeah. I look. I'm not one to brag. I'm not one to brag when I'm not being ironic. If we're talking ironically bragging, yes, I am one to brag. I'm not one to unironically brag that often. But I think I'm pretty good at sound effects from my long years of game mastering games. All right. Why? We have the same regeneration abilities. What's different? What's the difference between us? You little piece of crap. Why the hell do you think I'd keep you around? You could only work at night. Your skin burns in the daylight. Quit spouting all that nonsense. If you don't want to die, get to making money. If you can't make anything, go steal some. And if you don't want to do that, then you can die right now.
You're up, eh? Your regeneration speed still has a ways to go. And use your soul to learn the regeneration sequence needed to resurrect your consciousness.
The panel. There's a bubble.
No, I'm going to do that in a minute. No,
Yeah,
I
that
did
bubble
not.
comes
I'm
first
gonna do
because
that
the
bubble.
and is a continuation of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get out. What's going on out there? You should have studied the human body more. And use your soul to learn the regeneration sequence needed to resurrect your consciousness. If you do that, you'll get even stronger. Life is an endless cycle of growth. I mean, I say that, but my growing days are done. Uh-huh. Then you're already doomed. If you, the Union's most powerful asset, are done growing, then... Oh, don't get it twisted. That's only the amount of growth I can accomplish on my own.
Which is why I depend on a certain someone. And now we see Fuuko from the fucking earth blasting a giant soul bullet. My growing days are over, and so are hers. We've done all we can do. That's why this is where it starts. This is the start of Undead Unluck. No, Andy, that was 221 chapters ago, you dumb bit. This guy ain't reading. If it ain't sinking in yet, then have a taste for yourself. A taste of human potential, that is. And he's got his finger all charging up with...
Boom, boom, boom. What did he just do? What? I just shot into your body, loaded with her unluck, is my undead soul. Idiot. Try as much as you want, but it's useless. This stroke of unluck will eventually run its course. All I have to do is wait it out and regenerate once it's over. You're only stalling for time. Undead Unluck bullet.
Bad loop. My soul will remain in you while her soul continues to touch her. That stroke of unluck won't end till you die. I'll do a little... That's so fucking metal. What the
I
fuck?
know.
What the fuck? That's so goddamn metal.
Now you know why I just wanted to move on.
Do a little self-reflection. Till then, we'll leave those pieces of ourselves right there with you. Wait here and watch our final loop. Damn it. What do you think, Clothy? I think it's fine.
Clothy, master of the undercell. I see. Why did you free us? We're just gonna go and save Ruin. Okay, dummy. That's not some shoddy stroke of unluck you're up against. Then tell us why. Gopi by his side. He's managed to live till now, thanks to you guys, right? We'll come pick him up soon. He's in your hands till then, Blood and Shadow. They go, ping, ping, and off they go. This is where your story begins, Ruin. Ah, here they are. Those master rules lugs. From here on out, neither of us is gonna be holding back.
Now come on! It's time for the final fight. This one's gonna put an end to everything. Rules, grudges, you name it. Let's get started. It's God versus the Union. Total divine warfare, folks. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay. Hey, look, it's your chapter now. Or your page.
October 31st, 2015. Nervous? 11:45 p.m. No. I'm just excited. I've been waiting 4.6 billion years for this moment.
Sorry to keep you waiting, you bunch of lugs. This is sick. And now he's questioning. He looks like he's doubting himself. Like, what's so wicked?
So that guy's really Fuuko's. Yep, her boyfriend apparently. Huh. I like the sound of his heart. I sure would like to spar with him. No, you mustn't. The heck? Awful quiet. Well, the majority of them only know you as the guy who showed up out of the blue buck naked at the hospital. What's that? Wait, you haven't used Remember yet? What kind of self-imposed challenge are you playing here? I understand how you feel, but if you were in my shoes, you would have done the same thing, right? Actually, I would have used it around Billy. What? Hey, you, hurry and sit down. Jeez, you gotta be grateful, you know. Gina's the boss's right-hand number 2 woman.
Is handing over her seat to you, after all. Are you sure, Gina? Yep, I know a thing or two. about how much you propped up the boss in the past? He sits down at her seat and the big number 2 glows. He's all ready. He has his sword there. Oh, he's got his sword again. Thanks. I'll start by introducing myself.
Ugh. He plunges it in his sword down through his back. I'm the Union's second seat, Undead. You can call me Andy. Nice to meet you. What? Why did you stick it there? Boy, these reactions are refreshing. Is this farce over? Oh, hey.
Time to announce the results, rookie. Long time no see, Appo. All successful. Now, granting rewards. Capture of Uma Burns successful. Participants, Engine, Tella, Creed. Capture of Uma Summer successful. Participants, Shen, Phil, Void, Yusai. Neutralization of Uma Beast successful. I forgot this was all the same set. This is crazy. Participants, Fuuko, Top, Ishin. Neutralization of Uma language successful. Participants, Nico, Ichiko, Fang. Where's Fang? Not a clue. Addition of 4. Oh, sorry, your turn. Your page, sorry.
Addition of 4 seats. Location of the reward artifact is here. What a grand sight. I'm impressed. This is all thanks to not only Miss Juice and everyone else, but you, Andy. Thank you. And a job well done. We're both in the same boat. Yeah? Let's just move past it. Whoa! This is where your cocky ways come to an end. The stage will not be the same going forward. Was that? There will be quests in 3 months. From here on out, the entities you have been holding back all this time, the 8 master rules will be waiting. You can't defeat them now that you're devoid of injustice. The remaining 8 won't be easy as beast or language. You basically have 3 months till the end of the world. Spend the time wisely.
3 months? That's all we have before we fight those guys again? So her ability hasn't manifested yet? Been observing her for a month and nothing's happened. I'm sure the trigger is Mr. Victor. There's no direct link between Julia and Mr. Victor. Even if Victor would appear, I'm certain the tragedy wouldn't occur. The most that Julia could gain from using Remember is Mystery's combat prowess. Yeah. Injustice won't form in her. It came true. Mr. Victor's wish to have her forget who she was and lead a normal life without turning into a negator. If I use Remember, then Mishui would try to fight, even if she didn't have injustice. So I think we should fight without relying on Remember or injustice. Quit it with the downer comments. Huh? These guys in front of you are all just filler for injustice? What have you been assembling these guys for over the past 200 years? Why do you think they're all here right now? I know why. Everyone is here. Oh wait, was that actually Julia? I forgot. I don't care. Your turn.
We are here, Miss Fuuko, because we want to fight with you. Please give me a little more time for my powers to manifest. If it doesn't work, then using Remember, I'll stand beside the past me who I idolize so much, and I'll fight alongside everyone else. Okay? Thank you. All right, members. We need to retrieve the reward artifact ASAP. For the next 3 months until the quest starts, 2 people will take shifts sticking to Julia in case injustice manifests. The remaining members will take any intel Andy has a hold and anti-master rule strategy meeting to beep, 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 beep. That's odd. Sorry, that's my alarm. It's odd. I had it set for 6 in the morning. Now is a beep, beep. What? Is it broken? No, it's not that. Time is accelerating. What? 3 months. Skipped.
Oh, that's fucked. Open the quests. What? But it hasn't even been a day. It's huge. No prep time, eh? You're that afraid of injustice, soul? Fine. Starting now, we're officially on a speed. Starting now, Starting now, he hasn't been around. He doesn't know the world we've been living in. There is no. We're not started. The speed run didn't start now. The speed run started as soon as like Fuuko found what's his face? Scientist Nico. The second Fuuko found Nico, it was speed run on. She has had like 2 years past as 30-40 years have passed of her fucking blasting through the end of the world. Andy wasn't here for it, but the speed run has been going.
Yeah, no, it's kind of wild. Open the quests. Like, it hasn't even been 3 months yet. The manipulation. There's one of them who I couldn't see pulling that off.
If I recall, it's the geezer sitting in the 7th seat. If he's Uma time, that checks out. Now that he's free, I reckon he'd be able to interfere on this scale. But why now? The reason's clear as day. It's to prevent injustice from manifesting, even if it means resorting to unorthodox methods. Excuse me, yawn? Ooh, sometimes a yawn gets you. And with injustice not
Breathe
around,
more.
they'll beat us down. That's exactly why all the remaining 10 superior rules are joining the fray. Damn.
I should have considered this. Even when we're being restrained by you, they were able to indirectly interfere with this world. It's like the time manipulation strategy we use to bypass quests. There's no reason why they wouldn't be able to do it. We've lost the 3 months needed for injustice manifestation. If we don't overcome these quests, then Ragnarok will be upon us. Even if the reward for these quests are the sacred spirit treasures, we'd have no time to search for any of them. 1 month passed, activating the penalty Ragnarok. Huh?
That is so fucked. We cut to seeing the sun approaching Earth with the figure in it and Luna on the moon sipping tea. Hey, what's the big idea, Luna? Why won't you let us act? This is Soul asking on the moon. Why, you ask? What do you all expect after having been detained solely by undead? Now return to being part of him. I'd find that.
That's
I'd
fine.
find that. Oh, sorry, yours.
I'd find that way more amusing. Like, see, from the very start, you. In that case, Fuuko, the 10 superior rules. The 10 superior rules have descended on the earth after being freed from Andy. We've spotted pillars of light coming from the location where they landed. What's going on?
All of them fly as pillars of light into Sun, who is the humanoid figure emerging from the ball of fire, which is very, very cool looking. At long last, the time has come, says Luna, looking at this fucking insane shit. You have all done a fine job, which is exactly why I want you to show me. By overcoming him at his best.
I want you to show me the true value of the rules unknown to me. God! Oh no! Fuuko freaks out, is screaming. The book comes out and laughs. What are you freaking out for?
They're the ones who are freaking out right now, you know. Uh-huh. Those guys are feeling so up against the ropes, they had to bust out this little secret cheat of yours. It's a foundation you've all laid. Juiz's injustice from the past and us. The current union. That's what made them do this. Let's go, you bunch of lugs. Oh, and
Next
fucking
page.
God is descending on Stonehenge with all of the rules floating around him. This is so fucking rad.
It's incredible. The next scene is just the sun coming out with all the twisting things all around him and a beam going down to the earth. Now let us begin. The final battle for the fates of this planet. Ragnarok. Everyone is on their stools, flying up into space or on other things, moving towards the battle.
I can't believe y'all tried to gaslight me when I was like, so why do we call this Ragnarok when it should be called Ragnarok 1? When very clearly, it was just Ragnarok 1.
Yeah.
In your time, it has been 464.4 billion years since we started this game. I am sure it must have felt like an eternity. To all of you with your limited lives, with the looping power of art gone, all of you can be yourselves in this final
Ragnarok. Oh, hey, Latla. You already got that reward? I have no idea what it is, though. It only got handed to me a moment ago by the lab members. Makes sense. 4 months have passed on the outside after all. All members, listen up. This giant being is the sun, the final boss of this battle. He's harder and stronger than any Uma we have faced, and his attacks are always insta-kill. In the past, even with the sacred treasures in our possession, we couldn't reach his core. Our first task will be finding an effective attack to use on him. Mr. Void? Right. Gina? Roger.
Unchanged sword. And then Gina has a gigantic sword of Unchange, which is cool as fuck. Chet passes it to Void. I'm really not cut out for using swords, but oh well. Don't avoid this, Mr. God Almighty. It's very funny. Unavoidable, unchangeable sword. That's a very cool combo. What the? Unchanged disengaged? Then allow me. The gun is mightier than the sword. Okay. So I guess
Undecrease. And we have like strange fighting of flowing energy that's moving towards the center and back in and out. It intercepted it? A barrage of firepower of this magnitude? The hell, those balls weren't there in the previous loop. Those friggin' things are fending off the attack. The ability to change, unchange weapons that surpass Mr. Kree's barrage? That's where they are. They're in there. The remaining 10 superior rules are inside of those black planets. Each one is a satellite that protects God from attacks. We need to take them down first if we want to defeat God. Now that I see so, that's why he skipped the quest, eh? He sure as hell has a better shot of winning this way over having the superior rules picked off right before the big fight. But we've got someone who wasn't here in the last loop, Latla. Her flawless defense will buy us enough time
to find an opening and strike. How many tries do you plan to give this? Your attacks aren't going to hit, damn it. No, we don't have time. The hyper-focused way he's attacking, it doesn't seem like he's trying to find a way around the ability at all. I get it. The fact that he's keeping it up despite him not being after Ark this time around means, yes, he's after the destruction of the Earth. He just has to keep shooting down and he'll destroy the core. You're quite composed. But you can take him down before. But can you take him down before he destroys the core?
Challenge and be attacked. What do we do about this? Defend and run out of time, leaving you unable to be attacked. You are not yet a match for him, vessels. Mr. Nico, deploy Aegis. Aegis? But you haven't obtained that yet. A giant shield comes flying out.
And it looks like instead of Aegis being an artifact they had to find given to them by Luna, they just built it out of Unbreakable so that it'd be strong enough. A giant unbreakable shield? Well, I was curious about what this Aegis was. To think it's nothing more than a giant unbreakable shield. That is a mere barrier. All he needs to do is continue to push through till his attacks and consequently that shield reaches the Earth core. Didn't I tell you none of you know a thing about us, Negator? And stop. Because you gave me 4 months.
I had that advice that Mr. Billy gave me, the help of the lab members, and the medical instructions given to them by Mr. Rip. I can do it, I'm sure. Take care of each of the 10 superior rules now while we have the chance. We'll handle prevention of the destruction of the Earth. We'll take care of stopping God. His ears. So he's expanded the interpretation of his rule. In that case, he'll just target you. You cannot stop what's coming from the sky.
So the creepy, is that the nun? Yeah, it's the creepy nun and luck are coming down. Oh, that makes sense because it's death attacking undead and luck attacking unluck. Yeah. Swooping down, slicing at him, looking all creepy. This is our chance. Don't let this moment pass us by. These three will stop. These three will stop rule. I, Soul, and Sun. The two of us, Undead Unluck, will field any hindrance towards Chikara, enter each planet, and destroy God's shield. It feels weird saying this, but everyone,
Good luck.
and they're all
Roger
going on to
that.
take different ones. So
And then
yeah,
it shows
I
each one of them entering one of the 10 balls.
I love Unluck and Undead fighting Death and Luck. I think that's great. Love it.
It's very perfect.
Sean and Chikara were not in the quest rooms. They weren't affected by the time skip. That makes sense.
They've only got one chance, one opportunity
Spaghetti.
to see everything they've ever wanted in this moment.
So you're wait. Do we think this is death talking or I think this is death talking because it's got a long pointy and a long pointy usually means it's going to the next character. So you're trying to take down each of us 10 superior rules, eh? Your plan is not misguided. However, it is impossible. You lack your sole means of conquering us without injustice.
More static.
The VOD will be saved, don't worry. Yeah, it goes.
No. The static on the page.
Yeah, I know, it goes. That's the noise it makes.
No.
Yeah, it goes.
No. Just pay attention to the static panel.
I looked at him. Look, it's static.
You do not stand a chance. Unjust presence. Let this battle persist to loop to 101. Yep, that's right. We're going to win at this rate. You do know that, right? So, yeah, you should at least use it. The item that'll sync your experience points from all across the previous loops. Remember? That would make things a little better. And then they're standing there, and Juice is looking up at a thing and goes, everyone.
Except she says it, everyone?
Yeah.
Sorry. I've given her a better British accent when I actually read for her.
Go on.
We see Gina with her flippy frisbee hair hat fighting against Change, who continues to have the coolest design with her crazy DNA hair. We see Rip kneeing a lady in the face. I don't know what that lady's deal is. She got belts on her thighs. She got something real going on. Are you sure you should be here? Was that? And then there's all sorts of little attacks from her hair, from the guys. I don't know this lady. I don't know belt thigh ladies vibe.
Belt thigh lady.
She sends out a bunch of little chompers because she got little chompers involved, and they come around the shield and like, ah, they're gone. Oh, they're not gone. They're shot.
Are you just laughing off screen?
Yeah.
Did you just make yourself laugh so hard you had to go off to the side?
I just leaned a little bit. Sean and Chikara are doing great. Good job, guys. We can't completely stop them at this rate.
You're the real ones. Change, war, time, justice, sick.
Oh, sick. Oh, that was sick who is all stitched together. It's not a lady. I thought that was a lady because I didn't realize. Well, first of all, sick looks very feminine. We couldn't see his torso. And I thought it was a new design because he's all like stitched together now. Oh, he's on a medical bed. He's on a medical stretcher stitched together. That's fucking rad for sick.
We won't last long.
Do you think you children can beat your parents? Death, luck. Death juniors. One touch means death. I'll take old death here. Fuuko. Aha, nice. Julia, listen up. It's time you made up your mind.
The you who stands here now is the result of the former undead, the person who loved you, Victor, giving his all to reach you. You're his final gift. Gift? I trusted in your vision of justice and dragged you into this fight because I thought that's how it should be. It would be all too easy to use Remember Now and thread it all together over Victor's kindness, but I think that the answer lies in you taking on his affection as your current self. So what will it be, Julia?
I want to remain myself and get to know that person. Did you hear that? Don't run away. Then it's decided. 10 minutes. We'll buy you time. Don't rush to take down your targets. Focus on gathering intel and buying time. Creed, Phil, Engine, head to the round table. Roger that.
Mr. Nico, take Julia. Wait, you're not talking about... Is it illogical? Yeah. But you see, if we only took the orthodox path, we wouldn't be here now. Let's go, Julia. Right. What? Are you not going to use Remember? No, I am. Once the final piece is in place, that is. I am not naive enough to let that come to pass.
And now we have Julia and Nico rushing down the big union pipe. I know that it's selfish. Ichiko, I'm leaving the final adjustments to you. Roger. But I think that's how things should be. Oh, wait, this is Julie thinking. If I'm the embodiment of his affection, the reason he did this, I should answer him as myself. Death's Juniors. Go on ahead. Leave this to the rest of us. And then all of Nico's insane fucking auto gadgets are popping out. So I want to point out something very cool about how this guy draws, because I think most of the time he does this very clean paneling, and it's a little overwhelming. And if this were an action series, I wouldn't like the way he draws big attacks, because he creates this overwhelming weave of texture going between points. But I actually think in Undead Unluck, because the fights aren't about the action and choreography, they're more symbolic. I think this really works because it is only, rather than meant to sell exactly what's happening, these big texture barrages are meant to sell vibe and power and momentum. And I think they do a really good job at doing that, because the action is really just a storytelling device to move the plot forwards and to tell you the positioning of two characters. And I think these big overwhelming panels of texture really do that. So I really do like it in this series. Even though if it was like fucking Dragon Ball, I'd be like, this sucks. Right. Thank you, everyone. I'm off to see everything.
Oh, I know that it's selfish. Ichiko, I'm leaving the final adjustments to you. Roger.
What? Well, I just read
But
that. I just read this page.
Oh, you just read that.
Yeah,
My bad.
It's the next one.
And through his vision of justice, I'm going to find it. My vision of justice. Apocalypse. Those memories ingrained in you. I'm going to take them.
That book's like, fucking what? Like, what? I'm just the guy who, I'm a job board and you're coming at me with a sword? What the fuck? This isn't okay.
The first page this time, and the first page is just description.
Yeah. Justice is making a big slash. War is scaring Tell and Billy. Luck and Death, can we just say, actually a really adorable couple. Like, not couple as obviously one's a fucking child. But like, as far as a pairing, adorable little angel baby and like scary nun with big scythe actually look great together. I love that pair.
Apocalypse. Those memories in you, I, Julia Eusticia, am going to take them all. Julia. Okay, Julia, listen up. At the moment, we lack effective attack against the master rules. The best we can do is buy time, and I hope to land a blow against the sun. We'll need Unjustice to take out the satellites. Sitting atop the round table is Apocalypse. You'll need to touch him and trigger Unjustice manifestation by looking at the memories contained within him of your past self. The reason I'm not using remember is because it is impossible to recreate Mishu's manifestation. It occurred in far too unique of a world and time period. And I believe the only chance we have of manifesting it is you remain yourself.
Touch Apocalypse and find the memories needed for the manifestation. It's okay. I can navigate through these attacks. Will I really be able to see her memories if I touch him? When Apocalypse streamed memories into Mr. Nico and you in the past, he could activate it whenever he wanted, right? There's no guarantee that Apocalypse will stream memories into me even if I do touch him. Don't worry. Just believe. In what? In the very thing the injustice of the past acknowledged. Apocalypse's vision of justice. What? Burn? I thought we captured them. No, it's much too small. It could be a fake. He is the one artifact that can intentionally use memories. Now that it appears he can materialize them too?
Not on my watch, unburn. Mr. Engine, I'm this thing's weakness. Leave it to me. Roger that. A different Uma? What is it here? Leave this one to us. Mr. Top, musician, thank you very much. She is like her.
Have you forgotten your current duty, Apocalypse? Kill her. Oh, wait, this is... Never mind. It's femboy voice because it's Soul. You used to impose insurmountable quests to destroy them and make them struggle. But all of that is over. You have only one duty now. Never mind the rules of the game. Nip injustice in the bud. This is your final duty. Your final quest. Damn. Julia!
She puts her arm inside. Apocalypse bites down. Blood goes everywhere. Julia, hold tight. We're coming. No, don't worry. I believe in my and his vision of justice. You could have killed me in one bite if you'd wanted to, right, Apocalypse? Why? Why? Huh?
Why do you all persevere? Why do you get stronger? Why do you never surrender? Why? Apocalypse. Was that... People grow along with the quests. You watch people most out of anyone in the world. Say what? Victor says it all the time. That the quests you choose are the worst, but also the best around. Thank you.
Your quests are the very thing that have made us humans stronger. It can't be my control over him. The Umas, they're gone. You too, Apocalypse?
Apocalypse's character arc has been great to watch. Apocalypse. I was blessed with good players. Apocalypse. An infraction of this game's rules. Quest. Successful. I will not stand for it. No matter who does it, even if God himself. Take it.
I'm giving you all of Victor and Juiz memories as the rule book. This act is my final just reward.
Ugh. My throat's gonna be fucking dead after this. So many gravelly voices. Now we see all of the beautiful memories of Adam and Eve together. Thank you, Apocalypse. I have them now. Your turn.
The memories of you and the old me shared, and also the way to manifest on justice. Leave the rest to me. You take a nice long rest. Mr. Top, I have a favor. Take me topside. What? Damn. Things start coming down. Nico, what happened? Top, hurry and take Julia. I swear I'm sick of this.
Taking on opponents you stand no chance against? But you're cute even as an old lady. Oh, it's Shen, and we got all aged by time, who's just sitting in a chair being a fancy gent. Fighting despite being at a... wait, okay, who is talking? Oh, is this Apocalypse talking? Who? We don't know, so I'm just going to do a generic voice. Fighting despite being at a huge disadvantage, I still observe each of you. Oh. Okay, no, this isn't the person who's been talking. This is just, oh, fuck, that's so sick. UnDrawk getting intentionally slashed by Justice, and because of UnDrawk, this is my sword now. That's so fucking metal. I find those hopeful looks on your faces never change. But, static.
So, if you go away, they will change. You will die here on Justice. After all, you're already dead. Soul, what are you so nervous for? Juiz died without looping and changed, didn't she? All you'd have to do is leave her here, or maybe you don't believe in my rule. Is that it, Soul? Ugh, this pisses me off. Don't you feel the same?
Then we get a huge, big old hit onto Gina. Gina Chamber. Why are you laughing? What are you laughing at? Have you lost your mind? I mean, I find it funny. What's that? You're the rule of change, but the prospect of not changing terrifies you. I'm what? Bullseye, right? They exist, don't they? Rules that not even you can change? Of course they don't exist. If that exists, bring it here.
Bring me
God,
whatever
this
it
is
is.
getting brutal.
Her arm is bitten, slashed right off. That not even I can change. Ugh. That's one arm down. You're an external targeter. You can't put unchange on your own body. People change. Your mind is bound by that rule, i.e., me.
Can I?
All of a sudden, she is
Yeah.
torn apart. Her DNA goes apart. She flies up into the air in half. She sacrificed her left arm to prepare her next move. Oh my. I finally took a hit. Nice damage. Quite a change. You would have taken down any other Uma with that. But I am the rule of change. Even that attack of yours
Can be changed into power. Holy shit, her phase 3 is the coolest shit. Goddamn, I want to say all of the expressions on Gina and Change in this fight have been so fucking good.
Race Revenge saying change is so cute.
I don't know
have
about
a feeling they're on your team of problematic women.
I gotta be real. Cute isn't the word I'm gonna use. This is not cute woman face and behavior. Am I gonna say she's not attractive? No, that'd be crazy. It'd be a fucking lie. No, I'm not here to lie to people. I'm not here to lie to the good people. Can be changed into power. Now we shall bring in some change, Gina Chamber. And then Gina looks defeated and then smiles. Talk about a quirk of fate. The old me feared those words and fought against them. I fell in love with someone who never changed and lived my life trying not to change either. It hit me in my final moments. Right now, I get how I felt back. Enough.
Enough of your enlightened prattle. It disgusts me. I bet it does.
This Discord feeling, cut out, unless you just also cut out again, unless you're just gone again.
I bet it does.
No, you're just
this
gone
feeling,
again. Okay. She'll be back. Again, if you want to see the like 14 PNGs of problematic women that I found, go watch through the video about the Rip and Latla arc, because it's there. It's very funny.
Can you hear me yet?
Live is such a good editor. Just getting better.
Are
One
you
day Mama will be
not
back,
hearing
and then we
me?
can keep going.
Am I not be hearing
One day.
heard? Am I not being heard?
Someday. Sorry, I've been checking messages from my realtor this whole time. That's why I keep going on my phone, because there's a lot going on.
Do you hear me? Can you hear me yet?
Yeah, you're
back.
Can you
hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yay!
We're doing
it's me. I don't know why it's doing this, and it's making me unhappy. All right.
What a powerful
Enough
negator
of your
ability that
enlightened
is.
prattle. It disgusts me. I bet it does. This feeling is universally known and constantly shown. So, hey, tell me. Things that change or things that stay the same? Which do you like more? I like either or. Making a fist with your soul, it's useless. You know what you are. You're just an external targeter.
And
She puts her hand up, and then a fist of heat comes towards it and starts disintegrating it.
You don't get to decide what my rule is. No matter how much their form changes a person's feelings, their resolve, their soul will never change. the expressions in this fight have been so fucking over the top. I love it.
I like
Gina
them.
and Change both look fucking insane through this fight. Look at all the expressions. Look at Change's face being punched. Look at Gina punching. Look at Gina resolved after, and fucking livid Change. These are all so good.
It's wild art.
Even if that person were to die right here and now, fucking slugging her with a soul fist. God damn, the art is so peak right now. This is so good. I'm glad we're separating the top 5, because otherwise, I'm going to be honest, the idol and model arc were not going to be included. They were not going to make it.
Hey, so now you feel me.
Look. I understand. I fully understand.
Like, you feel me that I read all this by accident, and I was like, do we really need to go through this model arc?
Yeah, we did. It was important.
Because we have this not change, even if that person were to die. What in the world are you talking about? Master rules are the rules of this world instilled by God. As long as you all live in this world, negating them is not an option.
And then we cut to the time fight. Growing old is a wonderful thing. My rule of time causes people to grow old, become ineffectual, and without claiming any lives, give up their seat to the new generation. Accept it. You humans have that saying, don't you? Old soldiers never die, they simply fade away. Fade away. You no longer have a purpose. You've already grown 30 years older. It's only a matter of time before you turn elderly. Boy, talk about boring! Why would they make such a pathetic rule? One of the world's absolutes. We've got plenty of purpose left in our lives. A rule like never going hungry or looking forward to wearing pretty clothes would be better. The time looks so peeved by that statement. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
You possess this technique, and yet you still haven't realized why the concept of attacking came to be and why violence turned into martial arts. That's obvious. A no-brainer. There's only one reason. We may have to grow old and die along with them, but there is always someone we want to protect. I see. That's the difference, then. Let's hit Mui.
Let's hit it.
Roger that. Oh, whoa, what a wicked... I don't think this counts as a reading panel, though, but you can feel free to describe
No,
it.
you can... Yeah. I think it's not a reading panel, but, like, we have a flurry of attacks from Mui and Shen of just, like, doing their crazy shoulder checks and punches and everything.
I like the way this fight is written.
This is a page of 2 martial artists beating the shit out of an old man. That's what this page is.
Yeah, but look at the way that it's done.
It's very
and
cool.
The way that we see time, because time becomes smaller and smaller as we move through.
Jurokai Zako 16 cycle mountain strike, and they're both.
Oh wait, let me finish. On this page,
I feel like it's
in
a
the
shame
beginning.
that I was
you can't
just
hear me
highlighting
again.
how much I love the expressions in the previous fight, because I think it's probably him trying to make them look old at the end here, but the expressions are not nearly as compelling in this next panel, which is a shame. But, like,
I was silent again for a minute.
The choreography was cool in the panel page before.
Can you hear me now?
I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce Chinese. He says Chinese for thank
you. Can you hear me
Mui,
now?
my dear, for growing old with me.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's get to Julia. I saw that soul guy enter the base. Let's help.
Can you hear me now?
Wonderful.
Can you hear me
It
now?
seems God chose a fine set of rules.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're back.
Can
I didn't
you
know you
hear
were
me
gone.
now?
Yes. Yep. You're cutting out a lot today. This is a shame.
Is this just interwebbies?
I think it's just interwebbies, and that's been weird.
Okay, I want to go back to the frickin' fight page that I was trying to talk about this entire time.
Cup of how? Yeah, I was wondering why you went quiet about that. It was weird.
It was weird. I liked it because we started with time being right up front in our face, and as you look at the panels, the artist moves him back slightly in each panel until he's a thing that's disappearing. And so it's kind of like time being pulled away or stretching.
Oh, yeah.
And time becoming less relevant and taking up less of our time.
And now we're on the page with
Yeah,
Time the Twink and his big hourglass hammer.
God chose in each loop master rules that would never change. The 100 rules that make human behavior more interesting. Time, phase 3. He grew young, and we are the 10 superior rules among them. In the beginning, there was soul. He never moved. And so God grew bored. Ergo, he added death. And by doing so, God ensured individuals would have to entrust things to the next line. Adding change was the beginning of emphasizing individual. Adding luck created gaps between individuals' success.
Adding justice, birth free will. And out of that came independence. Okay, justice phase 3. I love just leaving the sword inside of Undraw and being like, yeah, I mean, don't worry, I got a new, bigger sword because I'm a Dark Souls boss now. Added war.
Yeah.
Forgot. Super fanboy. Added war led to bitter conflicts to protect individuals. War phase 3 looks so goddamn cool. What the fuck?
That war phase 3 is popping off with the heart on the outside.
What the
with the
fuck?
veins
the heart's
moving.
a grenade
So
too.
good.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Adding time introduced panic and the hope to
Well, it's also
grow in
like
a
a
limited
mushroom.
amount of time. Adding beasts led to humans to view themselves as special. Adding language smoothed out all the previous changes and hastened growth and degeneration. And with sickness, God regulated the overabundant number of lives that had come into being.
More fuzzy areas, static. Essentially, the master rules are the very rules of this game, designed by God to force humans into action. Big blast down into the ground. Another foe. I suppose I talk too much. It appears choosing to wait and see was the right call. Thanks to you having your time sapped away. You son of a...
the perfect counter. The perfect counter.
This time monster and I can go head to head without holding back. Bang! You're unfade. If you had fought him from the start, then we wouldn't be... Enough, prattle loser. I'll handle the rest. You can move however you like. I plan on doing just that, Master Moron. You're not going anywhere.
Okay, so he goes to attack them, gets kicked in the face. Are you out of your mind? Who'd be dumb enough to look away when faced with someone stronger than them? You. We'll leave him to Fang. He'll be able to negate Guy's ability with Unfade. No, Master Shen. She's not growing old. I believe Master Fang just transferred Unfade to me. How? What?
What?
But he's not dead. Oh, I guess because the whole point is time allows people to pass on their seat before they die. So time being here allows him to pass on his seat without dying. Oh, he did die once. Soul control. Yeah. I don't know. Time, with your death, my martial arts will be complete. I almost kept reading because I was so hyped about this line.
Strength is about accepting growing old and bequeathing legacies. Exactly what he was taught earlier but didn't listen to. You rotten geezer, always trying to show off. That's the part of you I truly, fully hate the most. You're aging, and yet...
Oh, man, that's rad. I can't believe I would be this hyped about Fang.
Yeah, Fang is actually... God damn it, Fang is killing it now.
These are my favorite weapons. They put human karma on full display. Landmines, huh? That's against the rules. Let's show 'em, Tella. Human war. I want to say a brief thing. Hey, did anyone know that everyone's on about drone strikes? Drone strikes are bad in a lot of ways. But drone strikes objectively are kind of, if you are qualifying by war, humanity moving in a direction that is more anti-casualty, because drone strikes, you are forced to spend far more money on something that can only reduce casualties. Landmines are incredibly cheap to buy and have the most insane, long-lasting, punishing consequences where they cause more civilian death than enemy death most often, are incredibly cheap, and I think represent the absolute worst of humanity in times of war, because it is a true
disfigurement. And disfigurement.
Landmines, I think, are the greatest negligence of humanity. Whereas, look, is the US good? No, but I actually think it is a sign of humanity progressing in the right direction that we have developed a missile covered in swords designed to run out of fuel by the time it hits its target so that it only kills its target. That is a real thing the US uses now, and it is genuinely a sign of humanity progressing away from landmines. Holy fuck, landmines are horrific. The amount that of they are just anti-human. They are not tactically that viable other than being cheap, and they will cause an area to become lethal to everyone who lives in it for possibly up to a century, depending on the build of the landmine. Horrific weapons.
Sometimes they just go off.
Sometimes they just go off. Randomly. Sometimes people will not know landmines are there, and people have died because they are tilling land with a tractor, and suddenly it hits a landmine and explodes their tractor. That fucking happened.
Children have been walking to school like 30 years after a war and blown up.
Yes, it is really fucked up. Yeah. Well, you can raise me the Western powers. They're evil in a different way. I'm talking exclusively about war. Western powers' evil is far more insidious, and it's Kissinger shit. Let's move on.
I have too many things to read now. Okay, boom, 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 boom.
Those explosions look fucking rad.
Mines. And then he goes, suicide? No. Mine removal? You think yourselves a pair of goody two shoes. And then they're boom, 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 boom. He used the blast to charge at me with an unchanged sphere. Nice use of your environment. Incredible. Battle brings out the strength and depravity of people. That's the best part of war.
Okay. Who? Oh, yeah. Oh. So Tella. How is Tella using sound reflection now? Is that just tech? So sound reflection, all the explosions are blasting around.
Onto the side of his mind so he could pull out.
Yeah.
Sound reflection.
Big sound cannons all blasting over. You're getting the wrong idea. War has rules too. You said it. Right. The only thing you can stake on war are the lives of us soldiers. War isn't genocide. I won't justify war. But it is one option that humans have at their disposal. He's fast, a multi-activation with unstoppable. After countless conflicts, people started to create rules around fighting. And now we got that.
People risk their lives for the sake of others.
Oh, it's the artifact.
Challenging.
Yeah, I forgot the artifact. Yeah,
that makes sense. While challenging and fighting one another within a set of rules, even if it means their own death. Andy, gotcha. That is how people fight. We split Andy in half. The rest is up to you, Julia.
It seems that each and every one of those dolts staked everything on you, but it's useless. The output a single person's soul can manage doesn't amount to anything. I am the original rule, soul, the ruler of your fundamental rules. They aren't rules people like yourselves, who've only just been born, would understand. Not on my watch. Go, Julia. You meeting undead is the key to manifesting injustice, right? Unforgettable, huh? It's useless.
Thanks, Right for Revenge. He got it off screen is the best answer. I won't let you get to undead. A soul wall. You piece of crap. Your feet are fast, but that's all they are.
And then
a beam of light comes from the sky and holds him in place. Now you're all out of allies. Mr. Top, time to end this. All of it.
I'm far from giving up. I will become injustice and save everyone. Is that so? Die. And he fires like a soul beam, and she's just like blasting the soul beam apart. Yeah, she got a. I give her a British accent. She's British. She's like the only person who has an accent that I can comfortably do without being offensive. Who I know what her accent is. I can't do a Brazilian accent, or I would when I read Top.
Okay, finish
You
your
know,
last
Tatiana, I
sentence.
might do a Russian accent. How?
Finish your last
Yeah, yeah.
sentence.
How is she withstanding this? A strand?
You are the one who doesn't understand souls. She's getting power from a different individual's soul.
I thought she comes from a
Souls
British
are
boarding school.
connected. There's no such rule. Kushakan, eternity, true soul wave. Julia! Now! She's got back up. Untruth. What is time doing?
Oh, Andy's face got cut off for a reason. Yeah, Tatiana, I thought, yeah, I was gonna do Russian for her. That was my thought. Julia, come here. Untruth was just the opening move. Coming, idiot. No, you don't. And then,
Out comes the chain and
Ichiko.
wraps around.
Ichiko's here.
You're needed, Victor.
Oh, Rip and Latla are French. I could do that, I think. This is rad. Stabbing him with the sword to bring him. I guess it brought out. I guess
No, she had the card.
Oh,
Look
it was
in
the
last
card.
thing. Stuck the card into his head.
Oh, this panel is so cool. Is this the inside of Victor's soul? Fragments of memories. They're getting more concrete the deeper down I go.
At the very depth is where Victor lies. She looks around. Fun memories, fleeting moments and bliss amidst the battle. But even though yours shared these memories together, the old you decided to kill Juiz.
Okay, can we pause for a second? I just had a realization. Yeah. Someone pointed out Gina's also Russian. I might be able to do a Russian accent for Gina. Who knows? But I just realized something crazy. I was like, okay, why are all of these people from just a few countries? Like most of them come from like the United States, Japan, Brazil, and England, Russia. Like it's not that many countries. And I realized something that makes a ton of sense. I guess China too. Juiz probably didn't learn every language. So when she was hunting for the best people to partner with, probably over time, it was just easier to find the best people who came from certain areas because the people Fuuko's working with aren't like necessarily the best absolute choices. They were the best that in 100 loops of experimentation, Juiz was able to figure out were good. And she probably couldn't check every country. She probably couldn't check with every language even with her resources. So it kind of makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, that actually does make sense. We'll like that for us. Okay, take us on. Okay,
so all of these little staticies, glitches have formed in this world. I will have people become the vessels for them. So the video game thing is probably right, and the negator abilities are just finding a way to turn a bug into a feature. Oh. Become vessels for them. An original memory from before either of them became negators. Glitches? What are you talking about? Actually, who are you anyway? Whoa, they're shining. Rejoice, the fifth rule, who will later become a master rule, has taken a fancy to you as the vessel of justice. Vessel? What are you talking about? So this is the beginning of negators? In several hours, the world will be destroyed. And in the new world, the second game. Oh, yeah, I forgot your page. I get so into it.
Yeah, except for whenever I say that's mine and you don't listen, I'm like, my microphone's gone again.
Hey, I just took a second. Well, we don't know if the Umas are rules. The negators are glitches.
Yep.
That's why not every rule has a negator, because not every rule breaks. Okay, sorry, go now. I just needed to say that observation before I lost it.
And in the new world, the second game will start. If one of you sits in the first seat of that round table, Then you will go directly to a habitable area in the world to come. That's awesome, Juiz. It's just like you said. Even if you die, you can be reborn. It's great. This means we can see each other again. Do you understand what this means? Only one of you will be able to keep their body and memories. The other one will die. Yeah, I don't mind being the one dying.
I'll come find you after the warp. After all, this one can't do a thing on her own. Although it looks like I won't remember a thing after I die. Ah, I can handle things on my own so as long as you're around. You see there? That's why I'm going to become undead and come pick you up. My mouth said that on its own. Undead. You've both been selected and they've manifested. Undead and unjustice. I will see you again in 4.4 billion years. Undead and unjustice? It's up ahead. I better move.
Undead and injustice? Will this be enough to beat those monsters? Let's gather allies and build a team then. How about we call ourselves the Union? It's got an un in it. So this is going to repeat 100 times. If you die, then it's all over, right? Don't worry. I'll get stronger the next time. If you couldn't pull it off with this team this big, then it might just be... Not yet. We still need more allies. Let's just give up already, Juiz. No, I can't. Next time for sure. When the world changes, people change with it. That includes their looks and their values, regardless. They resisted and accepted and lived on.
One fought for his sake. One fought for her sake. They both fought for the sake of the other. You, me, and our allies helped weave this story together. So let's give it a happy ending, Victor. Sheesh. Talk about pathetic. I said I'd pick you up, not the other way around. Oh, wait, it's child Victor. Okay, you go.
So you wound up finding me, eh, partner? Yeah. Let's hurry. I'm starting to vanish due to death's ability. Oh, that reminds me. Unjustice still hasn't... Don't worry. Tragedies are all about perspective.
Laser blast to Ichiko. I guess not a... Is there a laser blast happening up there? No, she's just holding Andy's head. Soul, this is the end. Unjustice. Ah, shoot. If you hadn't stopped that attack, I would have finally been able to die. So it's Unjustice's fault that I get to revive again, eh? I'd say this is a tragedy. Wouldn't you? That's such a great way of creating a tragedy. She stopped Victor from finally getting to die. What?
So good.
It's been a while, Soul. I'm really glad you were the first master rule.
It's because of you that we're connected through our souls. Undead, unjustice. Look at him here. Victor looks like a Victor Andy twist.
A little bit. He's got more of the mixed eyebrow thing going on than usual.
And a blonde kind of look right at his temples, like right against his skull. Look at that.
I think that's just hairline.
I don't know. It kind of looks like a blondie.
I think that's hairline.
Let's put an end to this. To everything. Undead, unjustice.
We get 2 more chapters and then we're done. Isn't it? The next time we talk about this, it's going to be a series wrap up. It feels like it's going to be to talk about the series being over.
I think that we don't talk about this a whole bunch today because I think you're right. We
I don't think we do another top 5. I think we don't do another top 5. I finish this drawing in my own time, and the other top 5 is when the series is over.
Oh, my whole heart is broken that we're going to be week to week on another manga.
Not for long. Oh, is Jackie streaming? Oh, that'd be fun to raid.
You think it's going to be finished soon, hey?
I think it's going to be done soon. This feels like we're within the end in a couple months. Have I manifested injustice? Yeah, so it was my doing. I still don't have the hang of it, though. In that case, I won't let you go. I'll kill you while you're still incomplete. Injustice. It's activated. Huh? But his attack hasn't... Andy is still up.
No!
Andy and Victor are both up?
This is weird. We ended up
PowerPoint
taking
next time
the
is a good
attack,
idea.
but we've made it outside, right? Injustice. Are you all right? You know that I'm undead, right? Yes, but has manifested. Okay, everyone. Now I can use it. With this, we'll win for sure. Fuuko holds up the memory card.
What a cool time to catch up. Remember, activate. Take memories from all the loops ingrained within our members' souls and set them free.
What a panel this is.
God, this has been so
Look at
built
this
up too. This is
panel.
so cool.
The freaking memories flying out in all the directions into each person's life. Oh, that's a panel. I can't believe we got to catch up here. This is such a catch up spot.
Oh my God, this is such a this page. Oh my God, let's read it. Let's go.
Next page. Captain, look at war. What? My equipment is falling off. Go ahead and copy Injustice, Billy. Injustice. You can do so even without being our enemy, correct? Thanks to you. Yes.
Well, okay. Thanks mostly to Fuuko.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Fuuko did that one.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You help ripping the others. And as for me,
war was taken out. That can't fool. Never show the same opening twice. Fang fucking kicking ass here. You're growing stronger despite your age. I miscalculated. In that case, at the very least, I'll take all your time. Oh wait, this is bad. Oh yeah, he's old now. Yeah. Oh, my time has returned. I'm not deserving of your charity. He used injustice to force time to give his time back. Injustice. Yes, you are. You fought with all of us. I'm changing your voice a little bit because I don't know. Does your accent change if you get the memories of a past existence where you didn't have the same accent come back?
Nah, let her be accented.
Fuck, she's British still. Fought with all of us to the very end. Fang.
Hey, Billy. Weren't you able to copy Injustice? Huff, huff. I did it, but I've never used it against Enuma, okay? I can't believe our boss's Injustice is so useless. What are you supposed to do? Juiz isn't gonna come save us. Just hold your horses. I'll remember right now. How did you remember, Nerf?
How did remember nerf you instead?
Yeah, how to remember nerf you instead, damn it. They're all flying around, fighting at him, and then all of a sudden, untouchable. I'm back. Sorry for the wait, Mr. Billy. I promise you haven't forgotten it. Have you? Rip, whoop, big sissy. I got sick. A goo. Sick-oo. Oh my God, what the shit? Why are we taking this kid into battle?
The 6-year-old captured sick. She did it.
We're forcing this tiny rabbit child into battle. I don't think it's ready for.
Can't wait for this bunny's gonna boil, motherfuckers. This ain't right.
Damn. Yeah. Let's fight together. For sure. Take the bunny into battle. Here we go.
I owe you one, Yusai. If I didn't have my ability, then totally conquering him would have been impossible. You did a great job withstanding him. Now leave the rest to us. All that's left is... I told you it's useless, Gina Chamber. No matter what attack you throw at me, the rule of change will override it. A vessel stands no chance against a rule. Long time no see.
Jaunty justice, injustice. Injustice. What? Sword. My body won't change. Hey, change? See ya.
I love that injustice is the best weapon against the Uma, because their justice is so simple and straightforward. Their justice is always what their rule is. It is just to carry their rule to make it happen. So when their justice is reversed, they just got to stop using their power, and that's all. That's what it does.
Okay, though, but did you notice this amazing, amazing detail in the artwork?
Which one?
Sia, they split her in half,
Uh-huh.
and then look at the sword, and you'll see Julia's face in it.
That's really good. This panel also has some pretty amazing cleavage.
Oh
Get
my
it? 'Cause
god!
was
Oh, you did not!
Get
You
it?
didn't!
Get it? Because she was cleaved?
You need to stop.
She
You're
was
killing me.
because she was
Oh,
cleaved?
you gotta stop. And then, thank you, Daddy Dearest and Little Luck. No, Fuuko, help her out. Luck gives a oh.
Soul bad bullet. Huh? Why didn't I dodge it with luck? Oh no. It's injustice. She's come, and because of that, death misses and cuts luck in half. I'm sorry. Today
Yeah.
just wasn't my lucky day. No, luck. Death's distraught face is so well drawn. Oh, there's phase 3 Death, I guess. She gets all reapery. Dude, is the only one we didn't get a phase 3 for Luck? Poor kid. Oh, and Soul. They got fucking killed before they got a phase 3. Sad.
Bye-bye, Luck. Don't forget your bastards line.
Oh, yeah, you're right. She's got bastards. Yeah, that's what she sounds like now. It's crazy. Look, that wasn't about her boobs. It was just a joke because cleavage
No, it's because she was cleaved.
It's a joke
in
you
half.
can make because it was on the center of her chest, but she was cleft in half. It was just a joke about because cleavage can also be how well something has been cleft. And it was
cleave.
and she was very well cleft / cleaved.
Here we go.
You gotta cut him hot dog
Estimated
style. It's disrespectful to cut him hamburger style. You go.
Weirdo. Estimated duration of split. Let's see. I'd say 10 minutes. Plenty of time then.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go
the
put it
speed.
in.
You don't know this.
You just did it in the middle of my amazing
No,
thing.
because this is an amazing joke and it fits you. It's because it fits your video game theory, but you don't know this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What it is in video game speedrunning as a competition, every time you defeat a boss or overcome an obstacle, the sections between two obstacles is referred to as a split. So to compare your performance, you don't just look at, oh, I did 1 second better this run. You would say, well, I gained 5 seconds on split 2. I gained 4 seconds on split 3. I lost 3 seconds on split 6. Yeah, that way you can actually observe your techniques and decisions on each split so you can improve better. Because if you're just looking at the total time, you can't really improve. So because he said it was time for a speed run, this check-in is, how long was that split? I'd say about 10 minutes. Like this split of going from boss fight starts to getting Juiz Injustice back was a 10-minute split.
Oh, that totally goes with my
most recent chapter.
Video game theory.
Crazy that we can't do like a closing segment.
I'm not done this chapter. Let me do it.
Oh, right.
Estimated duration of the split. Let's see. I'd say about 10 minutes. Plenty of time then. Let's go and put an end to it all.
This panel fucks.
This panel is in the color.
What a time to catch up. Oh my god.
I can't believe this is where we are.
We timed this so well. This is crazy. Wait, this came out today. We did this incredibly. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. Hype.
Oh my god. Color page for catching up of Sun with the final rule Soul. Soul should be gone though. Soul got
all of them around. This is so good.
It's time for the final battle. This one doesn't count. There's no reading.
Look
this doesn't
at this
count.
page.
But yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that's
the fact that Andy has split into 2 people is crazy.
It's amazing. It's amazing that that we get that ending for Unjustice and our angry boy. Look at him. And then we get Undead Unluck because we kept being like, oh, this is going to be really hard. And now there's 2 clothies.
Oh, man.
Estimated duration of split. Let's see. I'd say 10 minutes. Plenty of time there. Mr. Victor, you've come out to join us. And, Julia, you've got Injustice. The extra outfits on the house.
That clothy you rule.
You can call me Julia like usual, Miss Fuuko. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Someone
you
pointed
look
out
like Julia, but you've got the composure of Juiz. Just Julia will do.
Someone pointed out on the color page, Fang is standing on the white cloud now. His arc came full circle and now he's a good guy.
And he can stand.
Aww.
Oh.
Julia Justicia.
Oh.
This is the name I gained by entrusting the loop to you. Something I wish to cherish. Oh, that's beautiful. You can call me Shui. Too late to change now, right? Aw, I'll try my best. That's great. Now we can fight together without any worries. Plus, we have Andy with us, so... Wait, why are there 2 of you? How'd you do that? Hey, sorry for all the racket. I was sure you'd temporarily change into Mr. Victor. Don't worry. This one was the same a long time ago. I was? Huh. This was done on purpose, wasn't it? Andy made death disintegrate half the undead body, and the second he disappeared from inside of that half, I was able to come out and... He's here, huh? That makes sense as a way to explain it as well as anything else could. You could just say what you want. Soul could have done it. Change could have... There's a lot of ways you could explain it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we look at the big sun and everyone. That light. Yeah. The first and last master rule. And there's the static again. We've had a bunch more of it as well.
I really thought you'd know what the static was, but it's crazy that we haven't had it figured out.
The first seat, soul. I think that it's part of the video game, that it's the glitching of a video game.
Maybe it's the negators bending how far they can break. Holy shit.
We did have a negator whose name was, what's it called?
If the negators are glitches that are meant to be contained, them pushing their powers is breaking the rules of the game more and more. They are actually breaking the game by becoming stronger and pushing their powers to their limits because they are increasing the breadth that are covered by these glitches.
Yes.
They are breaking the because if the glitches get strong enough to kill God, that's the game breaking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's breaking the game and it's pushing it and turning it into static.
It is the glitches breaking the rules. They're actually destroying. Did we have
an undead person named like Undefinition or something, or Undefined or something?
I don't remember.
Am I making that up?
I don't know. Yeah. All right, your turn.
Because I wondered about that. But anyways, I think it's a glitchy game thing. I think that it's as they push in, like you said, that it breaks parts. And then, undefinition. And Billy had an undefinition.
Oh, yeah. So what does that do? Well, that guy's not important.
I don't know. Okay.
Huh.
That light. Yeah. The first and last master rule. The first seat. Soul. I'm sick and tired of watching you pathetic glitches use your glitched moves. Listen here. 2 of the exact same person can't exist in this world. Souls are for 1 person. Even if it's a temporary split, I won't allow it. If you're leading the party, then make it clear which one of you is the main player undead. See? Player. Yep. Dude, I am...
Well, you heard him. Who gives a damn now? You know the world's all about using cheats and tricks to your advantage. Can't argue with that. Besides, you got things twisted big time, soul. And then laser blast flying around. It's awesome. What? Your comment just now about me leading the party? I know exactly how things must have looked to you. And then there's more laser blasts flying around.
This feels like a raid. This feels like a...
Yep.
Feels like a raid. Hard to crack. This story was started by Undead and Injustice. He cleared that barrage of blasts in an instant. Undead and Unluck took over as the leads part way. That's what you thought. But you're wrong! Oh, Shakira. Let him scray. We're just
Let's amscray.
catalysts.
Yeah.
Or let's amscray, sorry. I made a thing that asked who all the main characters were. Like I asked online who are all the main characters, and one of them was what's it called? And I was like, I don't remember seeing that person. And then I was like, oh, maybe that would describe why it's fuzzy. But then no, go on.
The ones to awaken the countless heroes inhabiting this world. This makes me think about Akira walking around the last Ragnarok with the great love of their heroes and their valiance. This is so beautiful to think about. The countless heroes inhabiting this world were the catalysts and nothing more. As the one who presides over souls, you should understand that more than anyone. You didn't make souls with any special difference between them, right? Everyone's the same. From the day we were plopped onto the face of this world.
Each one of us has shared the lead role. Undead, unluck, undead, unjustice, unstoppable, unbreakable, unfair, untrust, unback, unrepair, untouchable, unmove, unseen, unchange, undraw, unfeel, unchased, unburn, unfade, untruth, undecrease, unavoidable, unforgettable, unsleep. That is the way you made them, ain't it? Silence. Has it been 10 minutes already? Nope.
Their bodies are merging back together. Well, looks like things aren't turning out as we'd hope. I'll back out. Juiz's injustice has manifested. Use it to your advantage. The rest is up to you. Hey, what are you two boys cozying up to each other for? What? Yo, long time no see. Rip, Rip hasn't been here the whole time. What artifact was he getting? You helped me out a ton. Wait, they said he was French. You helped me out a ton. I feel like crap if I was the only one to find a happy ending. Everyone said he was French. You gotta be French now.
Is this still Rip here?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like him.
I need to do it like this, right? If you unrepair rips through those two, they'll become unhappy. I guarantee it. What? I see. By cutting our souls with unrepair, you can stop it from trying to repair itself. Thanks a bunch, Rip.
Yeah, that works.
And on that note,
unlimited dead road. So I feel like what's so cool about this is Victor has pushed the limits of undead, the practical abilities further, the blood jets and everything, whereas Andy has pushed soul control to its absolute limit by using his soul at full force for billions of years.
Here they are together.
So yeah, this is the two aspects of undead pushed to its absolute limits with billions of years of training. See that, soul? You're up against the last and strongest union. This is such a great chapter to end on. Fuck, dude. Okay.
This has been the best freaking
this has been great.
one
yet. This is
one
such
here
a good catch up.
Off.
I think I'm going to have to finish this in my downtime because I don't think there's anything more we should talk about. I think the live read, because we're so close to the end, I think to do top 5, to properly examine this, we kind of need to wait for it to end, unless they're doing a fake out thing and this isn't the ending and there's one more arc, in which case we'll meet back again when this arc is over.
Okay, but I say that we do something for now. We do this first. Hey YouTube, it's Mama Drawk. Subscribe. That's all.
That's so important. I'm gonna finish this in my downtime so that we have a time lapse.
Wait, I'm not done. And I always forget to say now. And then the next thing I think we should do is we should talk about our favorite moments so far and maybe Drip.
Okay.
Because it's fair.
I think Drip, and I was thinking the exact same thing. I think favorite moment in Drip, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think about it. My favorite moment is Julia holding crying shrunken down Apocalypse before it gives her memories back.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was amazing. My favorite moment is Rip coming and unrepairing them so that they get to be 2 people still.
Yeah, that's great.
It hit my whole romantic heart.
And then for Drip, the last thing before we're done, I'm debating War Phase 3 and Change Phase 3 to BH.
I'm gonna be honest. It's War Phase 3. That drip was off the chain.
Okay.
What is yours?
Then I'll do change because that was my debate. Those were the only two I was debating. I forgot I'm in big face mode. I looked at the screen over there and got so uncomfortable with it. Whoop.
I want to do one other thing.
Thank you, Roxanne, for gifting 5 subs.
Thank you so much, Roxanne. I just got to do a thing. I can't believe that we're caught up. Now we have another week to week.
We do. We have another week to week. And I think that the next time we're talking about this is either the finale or there's a surprise extra arc. Thank you, Roxanne. Next week we get to talk about Berserk.
I can't believe we're starting Berserk and people are going to have struggles with it.
Yep. It's going to be great.
It's not like...
Thanks, everybody.
I want to cheer. How do I do things?
I don't know.
I don't know. I want to cheer. How do I cheer? I have so many
I don't
things.
know how you cheer. Berserk's going to be so good.
Do you really think so? I need people on our next stream that we do in normal stream. I need suggestions on good keyboards.
From what I've heard, it is dark. People have told me it's dark. Someone even said it this stream. So people said it's dark, but other than like the first episode we do, it's not like intentionally over the top edgy. It is dark thematically. And that only the first one is going to be shock value edginess over the top.
Dude, as soon as I opened it,
yeah, that's what I said. Only the first one.
There was a thing.
Yeah, only the first one. They said today to us, and I've heard this from other people, that the first section is over the top dark edgy on purpose.
All right.
So it starts out about as bad as it gets.
All right.
Okay. I
listen,
need to go dunk in
I
a
need
cold
people
lake.
in the disc. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I need people in the Discord to recommend keyboard. I'm looking for keyboard. I want it to be fucky. Fuck, like that. I'm trying to buy one and I just can't decide and I'm struggling. And then I was like, I have people who probably have keyboards.
Guys, who is there to raid? Who's good to raid now? PowerPoint next time. Yes. I need to go do my cold dunk and suffer.
So if you're a person who knows, please recommend in the Discord.
Please recommend.
Please recommend keyboards. I don't want to buy.
I think I will. I will need to find a time to finish this drawing. I think I can do it this Saturday because I'm not doing Attack on Titan. Okay. You know what?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the deals, odd user. I just don't know which one to buy. I'm stupid about keyboards.
Oh, Melon's on? Yeah, of course we'll raid Melon then.
Oh, let's do Melon. I love
Melon's
Melon.
Great. All right, everybody. Co-working stream with Melon. Thank you all for being here. I've been unfiltered.
We're caught up. Oh, and I've been unhinged.
And until next time.
Squish on, squishy.
It's been lovely drawing to you. Sorry for the fast outro. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. Cool. All right, I gotta go do a cold dunk, and then I can do my post and stuff. Everyone's waiting for me. I gotta go. I love you. Goodbye.